4 minutes till start of broadcast. This broadcast will begin in 3 minutes. Here's your 2-minute time check. Mark. 'Here comes your 1-minute time check for this Auburn broadcast. Mark. "30 seconds till broadcast. Mark.
The following is an exclusive presentation of the Auburn Sports Network, a division of Playfly Sports.
Auburn responded on Saturday after the controversial loss to Texas A&M. The Tigers played their best game of the season and dominated number 15 Arkansas at Neville Arena. Tonight, Auburn looks for its second SEC win on the road. Good evening and War Eagle from Mizzou Arena with Randall Dickey and Brad Law. I'm Andy Bersham. The Keys led Auburn last Saturday. Keyshawn Hall recorded his second consecutive 32-point game, the first in an Auburn uniform since Wesley Person in 1994. Keyshawn Hall produced a double-double as Auburn ripped the Razorbacks at both ends of the court. Missouri has dealt with injuries this season. Dennis Gates' team is finally getting healthy and off to a 2-1 start in SEC play, but coming off of a loss at Ole Miss last weekend. A cold front has moved through Columbia. It's up to Auburn to continue its hot play and get to 500 in the SEC and pick up its first true road game of the season. The CBNS Bank Countdown to Tip-Off starts now.
Exclusive pregame coverage of the Tigers begins now with the CBNS Bank Countdown to Tip-Off. Coming up, analysis, interviews, and a look around college basketball, all to get you ready for Auburn basketball. CBNS Bank has a long history of stability, and just like Auburn University, we have a legacy of serving our community's needs for generations. Alongside Coach Randall Dickey, here's the voice of the Tigers, Andy Burcham.
War Eagle, and welcome to the cold north, the north part of the Southeastern Conference, where tonight the Auburn Tigers get the Mizzou Tigers, along with Randall Dickey. Brad Law will join us in just a few moments from the Auburn Sports Network studios. I'm Andy Burcham. Well, Auburn put together its best game, its most complete game on Saturday against Arkansas. The Tigers trailed by 1 point early in that game, but for the most part, Randall dominated at both ends of the floor. What was the difference? What was the key to that Auburn victory on Saturday?
I felt like the mindset of the Tigers, they just came out with a purpose. They played aggressive defense. They fast break. Their offense was keyed off their defensive pressure, and they dominated the glass like they have not throughout the entire year. And what a fun team to watch play. I hope we can string together a few more games like that, and should be a fun SEC conference play.
Keyshawn Hall scored 32 points for the second straight game. He is the first Auburn player to do that since Wesley Person in 1994. Person's name is in the rafters at Neville Arena. It has been such a long time, but he has been almost unstoppable for the Tigers most of this season, but most importantly, the last two ball games.
Well, he's just a multi-versatile player. He can score inside. He can score out on the perimeter. He's a terrific free throw shooter, and he is just a guy that kind of lures you to sleep on the perimeter. And a thing that I really like, he can drive to the basket, and the majority of the time when he puts it on the deck going to the hole, he can finish it, but he gets fouled a lot, and that gives us another advantage going to the free throw line. But he sure has been productive, and he was sensational last Saturday against the Hogs.
This Missouri team was absolutely dominated against Illinois before Christmas. But this Missouri team is much more healthy now. It is a different ball club that Auburn faces tonight than what the Illini faced in St. Louis back in December.
Well, that's true, and if you believe in history and you believe in statistics, I really want to lean on that tonight, because the Tigers, we are in the 17 games between Auburn and Missouri. We're 11-6. We've won the last 5, 8 of the last 9. I hope that holds true tonight. It's a different team. Missouri is a much improved team, and they have gotten better as the season has gone on. They're 10-0 at home, and 12-0. Great statistics that they've got. They're 12-0 when they score 72 points or more, and then the 4 losses is below 72. So defense could be a big part of the Auburn Tigers tonight.
In spite of Auburn's 1-2 record in SEC play, nobody has scored more in the SEC than this Auburn ball club.
They can really score, and you know, one thing that they've done is they've scored it, a lot of it, without the prolific Tahad Pettifer. This might be a night that he explodes and goes off. He's played very well on the road this year, and he is capable. His job and his duty has been geared a little bit more in the statistical category of assist. He's done that very well, orchestrating the offense. But there are people that listen to us and they watch Auburn Tigers and they see how the Tigers have played, have got to understand the defense against Tahad is a lot tougher this year than it was a year ago.
No question.
And so it makes it hard to score at a guard when they're sending multiple players defending you, bigger players, longer, lengthier players, and that makes it hard on him. He's handled it very, very well. He just hasn't been a prolific 25-point scorer, but he has had 25 many times this season. I'd love to see him get that tonight.
Tonight's 60-second scat is brought to you by Sensory, proud sponsor of Auburn Athletics. The experts at Sensagreen with Carrier create a cool indoor retreat for heating, cooling, and insulation. Here is Mike Burgermaster with the 60-second scout of Missouri.
Missouri now at mostly full strength. They'd played a large part of their non-conference without, two of the guys that kind of spaced the floor for them offensively. So they've played well so far in conference, getting a win over Florida at home and then a win against at Kentucky. They are, as a team, they are better from 2 than 3. Mark Mitchell they're going to play through him a lot. He's really good at driving downhill and getting to the rim. But what he's also been really good at this year is passing as well. Once you offer a lot of help to him, so we've got to do a good job of making them pick their dribbles up early so that they can't get paint touches, and then they're just way better the closer they are to the basket. Defensively for them, they're gonna have great ball pressure. They've got great length. So right now in conference play, they're number 1 in 2-point defense. We're number 1 in 2-point offense as far as percentage. So we've got to still attack the paint and get in there. We've just got to make great decisions using shot fakes, being willing to kick it inside out, knock down shots, and then get them up in the air so we can get to the free throw line.
And that's the 60-second scout of Missouri. Brad Law is back with the SEC report when the CBNS Bank countdown to tip-off continues in a moment.
At CBNS Bank, tradition runs deep. Since 1906, we've been serving families and communities with stability you can count on. And today, that legacy of service continues. Recognized by American Banker as the 16th best performing bank nationally and number 1 in Alabama in their asset category. Being a team member is who we are, which is why we're proud to support Auburn University athletics. So, bank with the best. Visit cbsbank.com to learn more. CBNS Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
My perfect day has sand, salt water, and friends. But my moderate to severe plaque psoriasis can take me out of the moment. Now I'm all in with clearer skin thanks to Skyrizi. Risankizumab Riza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection for adults who are candidates for systemic or phototherapy. With Skyrizi, most people saw 90% clearer skin, and many were even 100% plaque-free at 4 months. Skyrizi is just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines.
Thanks to Skyrizi, there's nothing on my skin. And that means everything. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi, the number 1 dermatologist-prescribed biologic in psoriasis. Visit Skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKYRIZI to learn more.
The Auburn Spirit. It's what drives champions on the field and in business. At the Harvard College of Business, that same passion shapes the next generation of leaders. With a personalized, hands-on approach, we prepare students for success, whether in the boardroom or big moments in life. Auburn Pride. Auburn Innovation. Harvard College of Business. Inspiring business. Visit harvard.auburn.edu to learn more.
The Raymond J. Harvard College of Business presents the SEC Report. A look around the deepest, most challenging conference in college basketball. Accelerate your career with an online MBA from the Harvard College of Business. Learn why they're ranked among the nation's best at harvard.auburn.edu.
22 minutes away from Auburn and Missouri from Columbia. 4 other games on the docket tonight, including 21st-ranked Georgia hosting Ole Miss at the top of the hour. The Bulldogs are the top scoring team in the league, and the Rebels are last in scoring. They are the 3rd best scoring defense in the SEC, however. Teams have split the last 6 meetings dating back to 2021. Also at 6, in Baton Rouge, LSU tries to topple Kentucky and pick up its first conference win. Won't be easy, though. Leading scorer Dedden Thomas out again. He's missed all 3 previous SEC games for the Tigers as well. Thomas is not only LSU's leading scorer, he leads the conference in assists. The 8 o'clock matchups are 10th-ranked Vanderbilt at Texas. The Commodores are looking for a program record 17-0 start. They are the last remaining unbeaten in league play as well. The Longhorns are looking for back-to-back ranked wins. Jordan Pope poured in 28 in their win Saturday at Alabama. Some phenomenal guards in that matchup at 8 o'clock in Austin. Also at 8, number 17, Arkansas is at home against Auburn's next opponent, South Carolina. It's strength on strength, struggle on struggle. Razorbacks high in scoring offense, low in scoring defense. Gamecocks low in scoring offense, but high in scoring defense, only giving up 71 points through 3 conference games, 71 on average. Carolina comes to Auburn Saturday. Last night, double overtime in Knoxville for number 24 Tennessee to knock off Texas A&M and hand the Aggies their first official SEC loss. 19th-ranked Florida was too much for Oklahoma in Norman. Gators have now won 3 in a row after dropping their league opener. And number 18 Alabama surged in the second half to beat Mississippi State in Starkville. Both of those teams are now 2-2 in league play. That is your Harvard College of Business SEC report. Now it's time for the pregame medical report, the official availability report for Missouri. It's their usual guys since mid-December. Jevin Porter went out, a big 6'11 forward, had a couple of double-digit scoring games for the Tigers in the pre-conference schedule. He's been out since the middle of December. He's out again tonight. And for Auburn, they've played without Abdul Bashir and Emeka Oporum now for several weeks, and those guys are out. So again, Filip Jovic is available for the Tigers tonight. Played 12 minutes in the matchup against Arkansas Saturday, and we'll talk about his importance and everybody else's in our keys with Coach Randall Dickey a little bit later on in our pregame coverage. We'll go back to Columbia after a brief timeout. The voice and the coach are straight ahead. It's the Stephen Pearl pregame report following these announcements. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
Get ready, Auburn. The ultimate hunting and outdoor experience is coming soon with Winter Timber Outdoors. For those who know the difference, we've got you covered. From premium firearms and trusted ammo to the largest selection of knives and Sitka gear built for the extreme. Winter Timber Outdoors is your one-stop hunting shop. Plus, check out our lifestyle apparel and our On Cloud running shoes. Find us at 2049 East University Drive across from the Auburn Mall next to Walmart or online at wintertimberoutdoors.com.
Hey, this is DeMarcus Riddick, looking for a street legal golf cart. Diamond Golf Carts has the largest selections in the state, and the store is right off the Opelika Road, closer than you think, with the location in Auburn, Birmingham, and Huntsville. Raising the bar since 2012, golf cart sales and service. Need a tune-up? Diamond Golf Carts is full service for all your golf carts need, and they offer pickup and delivery. Carrying brands such as Easy Go, Club Car, Yamaha, and much more. Visit DiamondGolfCart.com and drive different, drive Diamond.
Life moves fast. Shouldn't your checking account keep up? Meet Explore Checking from Max Credit Union. No monthly fees, no minimum balance requirement. Enjoy perks like access to your paycheck up to 2 days early, earning rewards that can be turned into cash each time you spend with your Max debit card. Plus, with 24/7 digital banking and an easy-to-use mobile app, managing your money is quick and effortless. Start exploring today at mymax.com/explore. Certain restrictions apply. Federally insured by NCUA.
Summer's here and the open road is calling. RV Roadway answers the call with new and used RVs from the top brands you trust, all ready for your next adventure. With 2 Alabama locations in Opelika and Calera, RV Roadway is ready to help you hit the road in style. And if you need maintenance, their expert service center keeps you rolling smoothly all summer long. Start your journey at RVRoadway.com. RV Roadway, where we sell RVs for less.
Ford presents our exclusive pregame visit with head coach Stephen Pearl. Visit your local Ford dealer, proud sponsor of the Auburn Tigers. Here's Andy Burcham with Coach Pearl.
Well, we saw how this ball club responded to the loss to A&M against Arkansas on Saturday. Was that the best you've seen this ball club at both ends of the floor?
Yeah, that was probably the most complete game we've played up to this point. You know, we kind of broke it down into 10 4-minute games, and we won 9 of the 10 4-minute games. And once our starters went out, we were actually winning that last 4-minute segment, and, you know, we just didn't win the 10th. But that was the most complete game we've played on both ends. Offensively, we were crisp, we scored early, we scored late. And then defensively, we were just way more connected. So hoping that we can continue to build build off that tonight at Mizzou.
When you talk about being connected defensively, explain what you're talking about.
I mean, all 5 guys have got to just be reading each other's body language. And, if we're switching and we get a mismatch, our guys have to be connected and load to the ball to protect the post. If we get a coverage that's broken and we get in rotations, like, we got to read each other as we're closing out to shooters or non-shooters and kind of taking what the defense gives us. So it's not just one guy guarding the ball. It's all 5 guys guarding the ball. So our defense has to be connected in that way. So when we, either get in rotations or they get an advantage, we have to respond, and that's what being connected is.
What is the importance of being in the gaps defensively tonight?
Yeah, it's huge because this team is a team that really relies on angles to score, and they really need to get paint touches and they want to score around the rim. So for us, we got to make them pick the ball up as they penetrate and then fan out to shooters or short closeout to drivers. So for us, it was really good against Arkansas, and it's something that I think we got to continue to do because we don't have great rim protection. So being in the gaps gives us another line of defense before it gets to the rim.
Not that this team won't shoot the 3 and shoot it well, but this team is better from 2 than 3, and that's almost unusual in this day and age.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's a team that's got 3 really high-level shooters. They all shoot it better at home, which is why it's a little deceiving, but, over half of their points come from 2. So, and then obviously, if you look at their percentages, only like 28% of their points come from 3. So, Stone and Cruz are 2 guys that really shoot the ball. So, it's way more important to keep them out of the paint. If we're able to do that gives us a chance defensively.
And one of the reasons this team has played better of late, they're starting to get healthy again.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at some of their losses in the middle of the season, whether it be Notre Dame, Kansas, Illinois, they didn't have like 2 or 3 of their best shooters. So that really makes it difficult for you to spread out a defense when, Jaden Stone's not playing. That was a huge addition for them in conference play because that gives them another guy that can kind of spread out the defense. So we can really only judge them what they did early in the year, when they beat teams like Minnesota, they beat, Florida and Kentucky at full strength. So at full strength, this is a different basketball team, and they've shown that over these last 3 games.
Can you run against this ball club tonight?
Yeah, early in transition is a place that we can get them. Kentucky scored 35% of their points in that game in transition. So for us, we got to be able to, secure rebounds, finish possessions, and then get out in transition because, we can score early, but if we don't have anything, we got to bring the ball out, run offense, and score late.
And you were able to do that this past Saturday against a team that likes to get out and run in Arkansas.
Yeah, that was really important for us because middle offense against a team like Arkansas, they take advantage of that. And same thing with Missouri. Their middle defense is really good because they have really good length and they can protect stuff around the rim and they can block shots. So for us, score early. If we don't have anything, get into one of our sets and create some advantage and then attack from there and then score late in the shot clock.
You talked to the team a little bit today about the importance of winning games on the road, and this is one of the toughest places to win on the road, Mizzou Arena here tonight.
Yeah, I mean, I think they're 12-0 so far at home this year, so it's a team that, protects their home court advantage, and that's what makes it even more valuable to go out here and another quad 1 opportunity on the road, a team that hasn't lost at home this season. Road wins count as 2 when it comes to your ranking, when it comes to your net, all those different things, so it's an unbelievable opportunity to beat a really quality team.
Give me a couple keys offensively and defensively.
Offensively, we just got to take care of the ball. This is a team that really plays physically. They're going to foul you on every single possession. So we can't allow that to disrupt us and speed us up. Last year's team didn't do a very good job. We turned the ball over 16 times, and they took advantage of that. So for us, we got to take care of the ball. We got to take shots out of our offense so we know when to go rebound it. And then defensively, we got to get back, get bodies on bodies. Got to really load into the gaps. If we get mismatches in the post, we got to front it. But we really got to load to the ball in this game and just make them pick up their dribble. And then from there, once a shot goes up, we all got to crash.
All the best tonight, War Eagle.
War Eagle.
In 1977, Ford F-Series became the best-selling trucks in America. 33 million trucks later, we've kept that title every year since. And that's a formula we plan on repeating. Ford F-Series, built Ford tough. The best-selling trucks in America for 49 years and counting. Based on 1977 to 2025 calendar year industry reported total sales.
The Alabama Education Association is the member-driven voice of Alabama's education employees. AEA members are teachers, education support professionals, administrators, professors, future teachers, and education retirees. Joining the Alabama Education Association has never been easier. Use their new online membership for a fast, safe, and secure way to join today. Visit myaea.org to learn more.
Yellowwood knows that a 5-star backyard is the place to make lasting memories. Like cookouts. Cornhole with friends. Ooh, a neighborhood potluck with your wife's pasta salad. The one with the feta. Oh, sorry. Or taking a nap on your deck in a hammock. Naps are memories. I love naps. For 5-star backyards and the most memorable experiences, Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine. If it doesn't have that yellow tag, you don't want it.
Alabama Power is here for you when big storms hit, but we're also here for the little things. We're there to get the coffee started, to make sure everyone's ready for school, for midday dance breaks, and evening entertainment. We're also there to help you save on all that energy with easy-to-use tips, tools, and efficiency programs. So enjoy these moments.
Kids, movie night.
And we'll do the rest. Visit alabamapower.com and follow us on social to learn more.
You're listening to Auburn basketball. Now more of the CB&S Bank Countdown to Tip-Off.
Yeah, the final segment of the CB&S Bank Countdown to Tip-Off. Counting you down to Auburn and Missouri from Columbia. We're 10 minutes away from the opening tip. Let's go back to Como to get Coach Randall Dickey's keys to the game. Those are presented by SunSouth. SunSouth John Deere is the preferred tractor of the Tigers. Find your local dealer at sunsouth.com. Coach Dickey, your keys, please, sir.
Oh, I think the number one thing is the Tigers need to get off to a really good start. Pick up where they left off last Saturday. Continue their aggressive offensive approach, as well as their pressure defense was sensational. I think that's a big key. Secondly, defense could be a large part of this game because Mizzou is 12-0 when scoring 72 points or more this season, but 0-4 when they score less. The Tigers are scoring it at about 87 points a game, but if it turns into a slower-paced game, defense and defending, the Missouri Tigers could emerge as the deciding factor. Lastly, to do those two things, rebounding on both ends is a must, and that could dictate each of the previous two keys, getting off to a good start and defense.
Mark Mitchell, let's talk about defending. Mark Mitchell, leading scorer for Mizzou, 17 points a game, back-to-back 20-point games in conference play for the former McDonald's All-American. Last year, Auburn held him to an SEC low 6 points. He only played 17 minutes in the game at Neville Arena a season ago. What are the keys to defending number 25?
I think you got to keep him in front of you. He's a hard driver. He catches the ball around the elbow or the 15, 16-foot range. He's going to put the ball on the deck. He's going to spin to try to create his shot. He's a really good player. He's a guy that's going to be a big factor. Got to stay between him and the basket, and by all means, don't foul him because he is one of the best players in our conference in the SEC at not only scoring, he's a lot like Keyshawn Hall. He can score it and draw the foul at the same time, and we don't want to get into that.
Missouri is using its size to beat teams, Coach, not just by feeding the post and having one-on-one post-up, but like against Florida, they forced the Gators to take almost half their shots from three. They didn't give them looks in the paint. So if you're having a bad night shooting from long range, it can be a long night for you. So needless to say, Auburn's three-point offense needs to be hitting early in this one.
Well, that's true, and they're going to mirror a little bit of what we saw in Indianapolis against Purdue. Missouri plays a containment-style defense. They're not extremely overplaying passing lanes or heavy pressure on the basketball. They try to contain you. They be there on the shot and challenge it, but they want to keep you out of the paint and contain you on any drive and force you to take perimeter shots.
All right, good stuff. Can't wait for the call. Andy Burcham, Coach Randall Dickey coming up from Columbia. Thank you very much, Coach, for those keys. Earlier, we gave you the pregame medical report. We didn't tell you that it was presented by East Alabama Health. That's our goof. Sorry about that. East Alabama Health, they've got a team of first responders who are proud to provide first aid care at Neville Arena and at every Auburn Athletics home event. They'll be there tomorrow night at 8 o'clock when women's basketball hosts Alabama. We're counting it down to Auburn and Missouri from Columbia, now just 6 minutes away from the opening tip. When we come back, starting lineups and the opening tip. Tigers versus Tigers. It's on the way next. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
Live Sports Radio, bringing you inside Neville Arena for all the action of men's and women's basketball game day with no delay. Every dunk, block shot, and steal, plus all the analysis from our Hall of Fame coaches, all with no delay. $25 new or $10 to reprogram the one you already have. Also, use it for every broadcast of home baseball and softball games this spring, all with no delay. With Live Sports Radio, presented by Alpha Insurance.
Chick-fil-A's new frosted sodas and floats, it's a 10 out of 10. Hey, this is Lizzie, a team member at my local Chick-fil-A, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich and new frosted sodas and floats is how well they go together. You will love having your favorite soda blended with our creamy ice dream to make a new frosted soda or float. With the mix of the ice dream and soda fizz, it's so delicious, I call it Fizzalicious.
Order a Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich and a new frosted soda and float at your local Chick-fil-A restaurant. Real team member paid for their testimonial.
Look, I'm not going to tell you how to live your life, but if you're an Auburn fan like me and you haven't switched your phone service to War Eagle Mobile, you're passing up a slam dunk. Here's the deal. You get exclusive game day perks, and War Eagle Mobile contributes to Auburn athletics with every payment you make. No contracts, no hidden fees, no reason to put it off another minute. Switch now to the only phone plan built for the Auburn family and on the T-Mobile 5G network. Visit wareaglemobile.com. That's wareaglemobile.com.
At CB&S Bank, tradition runs deep. Since 1906, we've been serving families and communities with stability you can count on. And today, that legacy of service continues. Recognized by American Banker as the 16th best performing bank nationally and #1 in Alabama in their asset category. Being a team member is who we are, which is why we're proud to support Auburn University athletics. So, bank with the best. Visit cbsbank.com to learn more. CB&S Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
We're counting down to the opening tip. Time to introduce the starting five.
Pettiford, top of the circle. He'll put up a three to tie it. It's good! It's a high between the circles. Screen from Jovic to the left wing for three. Good.
Anytime you set a screen for Tahad Pettiford, he comes wide open. You better look out because he can shoot it in that hole.
Tahad Pettiford, Jersey City, New Jersey, Hudson Catholic High School.
Murphy ahead for Overton. Drives into the lane. To the basket. Good.
Beautifully done. Nice steal by Murphy. Made the outlet pass to Overton, and Overton took it coast to coast all the way.
At the top of the circle to Overton. Had the three, didn't take it. Shot clock at 16. Spins down the lane. Overton. Fade away. 8-footer. Good.
Beautiful little step back.
Kevin Overton, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, Norman North High School.
Left wing, three ball, Sebastian Williams-Adams. Drives to the hole, hangs, shoots, missed it. Tap up and in by SWA. Low post, Sebastian Williams-Adams. Back to the basket. Forces his way in. Goes up with the left hand. Score!
Sebastian Williams-Adams, Houston, Texas, St. John's High School.
Gets it underneath. Hall up with a left hand. Score! Left side Hall. Three ball Hall. Good. Right wing for Keyshawn Hall. Working outside the lane, now into the lane, bumps his man, gets it back up, and in with a foul!
Nice one-on-one move by Keyshawn Hall.
Keyshawn Vigor Hall, Cleveland, Ohio, James Ford Road.
Shot is up, and it rolls around the rim about 5 times, and Keyshawn Murphy.
What an effort. What an effort.
Gets a screen for Murphy, gets to Murphy to the hole, good! To Murphy at the top, he'll pop a wide open three, good!
I think you're seeing the experience of Keyshawn Murphy come out in his late stages of the game.
Keyshawn Murphy, Birmingham, Alabama, Ramsey High School.
The starting lineups have been presented by Great Southern Wood, makers of Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine. If it doesn't have that yellow tag, you don't want it.
Auburn 10-6 on the season, 1-2 in the SEC. Stephen Pearl in his first season at Auburn, his record is 11-6. Before we get to the Mizzou lineup, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Auburn Sports Network. Missouri is 12-4 on the season, 2-1 in the SEC, coming off of a loss at Ole Miss on the weekend. Dennis Gates, in his fourth season here in Columbia, a record of 67-50 in his 7th season overall. His record is 117-90. Anthony Robinson runs the point, 6'3" junior from Tallahassee, Florida. 11 points, 3.8 rebounds, 4 assists, and 2.2 steals. Jaden Stone on one wing, 6'8" grad student from Perth, Australia, transfer from West Virginia, averaging 13.9 points, 4.9 rebounds. Jacob Cruz on the other wing, 6'8" grad student from Hilliard, Florida, 12.6 points, 4.4 rebounds. Mark Mitchell is the 6'9" senior from Kansas City, Kansas, team leading 17.4 points, 5.3 rebounds. He also adds 3.2 assists. And then Sean Phillips, 7-foot senior from Dayton, Ohio, 8 points, 4.9 rebounds, and a team leading 1.4 blocks. Auburn, despite being the visiting team in the home white uniforms tonight, tops and bottoms, blue numerals and lettering, the orange trim. Mizzou in the black uniforms tonight with the white numerals and lettering and the gold trim. Tonight's officials, KB Burdett Jr., Owen Short, and Vladimir Boyard Chadol. And we're ready for basketball. A little bit of orange and blue in the stands here tonight.
See a big War Eagles nice AU flag over there. It's got a War Eagle on it. It looks good.
It will be Murphy to jump it up against Phillips. And we're about ready for basketball at Mizzou Arena tonight. The tap is controlled. It's knocked out of bounds. And I'm not sure who by it was knocked out of bounds by Murphy. So Missouri will have it and Auburn will have the arrow.
It's the first time the Tigers have set up in a defensive tip instead of playing the offensive tip the previous couple of games.
Mizzou ball to open it up. Robinson across midcourt for the Mizzou Tigers. Out to the top for Mitchell. Around the perimeter. Cruz on the wing. Left side it goes to Stone. Stone on the wing now brings it to the point. Goes back to the left wing. Gets the ball there to Mitchell. Mitchell backs in against Sebastian Williams-Adams. Baseline shot. It was blocked, but a foul is called on Sebastian Williams-Adams.
Really did a nice job defending Mitchell that time. He moved his feet, made him shoot over the top of him, but just at the last second on the release of the ball, he kind of touched his hand.
Mitchell shoots 69% from the stripe. This is not a good free throw shooting team. At 66.3% for Mizzou.
Yeah, that's relatively low. We need to make that a big factor tonight.
And it will be Mitchell at the line. Folks are still standing. I think they're waiting for the first point for Missouri, and Mitchell will try to do that here at the free throw line. And he missed the first one long.
When you have a poor free throw shooting team, Andy, one of the factors that become very big throughout the game is to make sure you block out on every free throw attempt to ensure that you retrieve that basketball.
He missed both. And Sway gets the rebound, and it's Auburn ball going the other way. Tigers scoreless. Auburn's first offensive possession. Bounce pass. Murph straight away. Picked up by the 7-footer Phillips. Hands to Hall on a curl. Kicks it into the corner. Head fake at three. A three. It's up. It's good by Kevin Overton.
That was a really nice penetration and pitch by Keyshawn Hall. Drove it hard to the middle of the paint and it opened up Overton in the corner.
3-0 Tigers on top. That's your Auburn Tigers. Robinson at the point for Mizzou. Picked up by Pettiford. Gets a screen. Off to the right side. Picked up by Murphy in a switch. That means Pettiford's on the 7-footer Phillips underneath. They go left wing Cruz underneath Phillips in a double team. Off of his foot and out of bounds. Pettiford reached in and knocked it off the 7-footer out of bounds.
This is the third possession of the game. Offensively, it'd be a good time for the Tigers to get another basket, but the first two possessions really went the Auburn Tigers' way.
Pettiford across midcourt, right-hand dribble. Auburn leads at 3-0, 18:50 in the first half of play. Tahad hands to Hall. Near the right sideline, now to the wing, brings it near the top of the circle. Down the left side of the lane, kicks it to the corner. Back to the wing, Pettiford drives, step back, has a three, doesn't take it. Shot clock down to 9. Pettiford drives, free throw line, pull up from 13, didn't get it, air ball. He went down in the play, Missouri starts the other way. Up the left sideline, Jaden Stone. Stone on the wing, now brings it top of the circle against Overton. Top of the key, it comes now for Cruz. Hands it on the wing for Robinson. Robinson on the wing, 13 to shoot. Picked up by Murphy. At the top of the circle, it's Mitchell. Into the key, Mitchell, free throw line. Left side, Cruz, a three in the air, it's good.
That's one thing he can do, he can shoot it from deep. He's got great size, 6'8", wing player. He can really shoot it deep, and he floated open that time.
3-3 the score. Top of the circle, Sebastian Williams-Adams drives it down the lane all the way to the hole. He banked it in.
Really nice play. Went through traffic that time. Looks like he might have got fouled that time as well.
5-3, Auburn on top. One of the messages to this Auburn team, you're going to get fouled every time you have the ball here tonight. Get used to it. Robinson outside the arc. Picked up in a switch by Murphy. Drives on Murphy. Kicks it on the wing. Cruz and another three. He missed it. And the rebound pulled in by Murphy for the Tigers. Lobs it ahead up the left sideline for Tahad Pettiford. Auburn leads 5-3. 17-20 in the first half of play. A screen for Pettiford, top of the circle. Crossover. Inside the arc, it's Murphy. Backing up against Phillips. Bangs into it. Spins to the baseline. Now back to the wing. Pettiford, a long three. Short. Rebound out of bounds, and it goes to Mizzou. Murphy was there for the rebound, but lost his balance, and that ball bounded out of bounds.
Yeah, it came at him so quickly off the carom from the rim, he just couldn't get his hands up to retrieve an offensive rebound.
5-3 Auburn. We approach the 17-minute mark of the first half of play. Into the left corner, it goes for Stone. Stone, by the wing for Cruz. Cruz picked up by Hall. To Phillips, hands it on the right side, Robinson. 12-footer in the air to tie it. Didn't get it, rebound, tap up, and missed by Mitchell. Here's Auburn the other way. Hall runs it down on the baseline, pulls it out into the right corner. Hall between the legs twice, again, and lost the ball. There's a steal for Mizzou. Stone the other way for the
dribbling that time offensively.
Drive by Robinson, back door, Mitchell to the basket, goes up and he's fouled. And Mitchell will go to the line to shoot two more for Missouri. 5-3 Auburn, 16-28 in the first half of play. Keyshawn Murphy called for this foul. And Mitchell, who's 0 for 2 from the line, back at the stripe for Missouri.
I thought initially the Tigers got back in defensive transition very well after the turnover by Keyshawn Hall, but then ended up Missouri driving it to the basket and Mitchell drawing the foul.
And that first free throw by Mitchell is good. Transfer from Duke, a McDonald's All-American coming out of Sunrise Christian Academy. He's from Kansas City, Kansas, and Murphy checks out for Auburn, and Filip Jovic, 6'8 freshman from Bosnia-Herzegovina, is in. And Mitchell knocks down both, and we're tied at 5. Pettiford, right-hand dribble across midcourt. Auburn and Missouri tied at 5. Top of the circle, Jovic. Phillip, up the left side, Sebastian Williams-Adams drives baseline, gets cut off there by Mitchell. Now to Pettiford in the corner, to the wing, Sebastian. Slashes to the hole, head fake goes up, he missed it long. And the rebound pulled in by Robinson for Missouri. Up the right sideline they come. Mitchell drives to the hole, he banked it up, he missed it. Rebound fought for and out of bounds off of Mizzou. That should be Auburn ball. No, they're going to give the ball to Missouri. That's wrong. And it takes us to our first timeout.
Wish they would look at that.
I sure do as well. 16 minutes in the first. Auburn and Missouri tied at 5. First half tonight presented by Southern Union. Conveniently located just a few miles from Auburn, Southern Union offers classes that easily transferred to the university. Endless opportunities are right up the road. Auburn and Missouri tied at 5, and Auburn basketball continues in a moment.
Alabama Power is here for you when big storms hit. But we're also here for the little things. We're there to get the coffee started, to make sure everyone's ready for school, for midday dance breaks, and evening entertainment. We're also there to help you save on all that energy with easy-to-use tips, tools, and efficiency programs. So enjoy these moments.
Kids, movie night.
And we'll do the rest. Visit alabamapower.com and follow us on social to learn more.
There's Team Pride, and then there's Extra Tiger Pride. When I'm carrying the Auburn University Regents Visa debit card or prepaid Regents Now card, that's exactly what I get. Whether I'm grabbing some extra Auburn gear or picking up an extra dozen wings for the game, this card always brings it. Sometimes I get an extra War Eagle from the cashier too. Visit Regions.com/Go Tigers to get yours.
Extra changes everything. And at Regions, Extra is our ordinary. Official bank of the SEC, member FDIC.
Looking for legendary wings, mouth-watering burgers, and unbeatable pizza for your next big event? Baumhauer's Catering is here to satisfy your cravings. From tailgates, birthdays, to office lunches and weddings, boost your event with delicious flavors of Baumhauer's Catering. We offer pickup or delivery, or choose our full-service catering that includes setup and staff. Don't have space for your big event? We can even host you in our dedicated party space. Baumhauer's Victory Grill Catering. Legendary flavors, zero hassle. War Eagle.
Auburn basketball is brought to you by Alabama Power. When you cheer, we cheer. Alabama Power is a proud supporter of the Auburn Tigers.
16 minutes to go in the first half. Auburn and Missouri are tied at 5. Mizzou basketball coming out of the timeout break. Missouri 1 of 5 from the field. Auburn 2 of 5 from the field. Mizzou has out-rebounded Auburn 5-3 in the early going.
I think defensively, Auburn is off to a really good start. I think a couple of plays on the offensive end just didn't go down. A turnover by Hall was kind of uncalled for and unforced. Just kind of dribbled it off his foot, kind of waiting on the transition offense to take place. Should have just gone in there and went ahead and shot the basketball. Looks like the matchup with Williams, Adams, and Mitchell is going to be one to watch throughout this first half. Looks like both are going at it.
Mizzou will have the ball with 21 to shoot.
That's their first baseline out of bounds play. It's going to see if the Tigers stay with their man-to-man or if they play a zone on the underneath out of bounds.
Robinson will trigger for Mizzou. Pettiford in front of him. Looks like Auburn is going to open up in a man off of this, as Mizzou is boxed around the lane. Robinson still looking and throws it out across midcourt, almost over and back on Mitchell. Mizzou with 16 to shoot. Stone, Robinson gets a screen. Picked up by Jovich in the switch. They go underneath to the big one. 7-footer, it's blocked by Hall and rebounded by Tahad Pettiford.
Good defensive rebound that time by Pettiford.
Phillips blocked by Hall and Auburn the other way. 15 and a half minutes to go in the first half. Auburn and Missouri tied at 5 in Columbia. Pettiford drifts left side, gets the ball to Hall, top of the circle, Sway. Looked for the back door for Elijah Freeman, it wasn't there. Off the right wing, or off the left wing, I should say, it's Pettiford. Now to Freeman inside the arc, baseline, hangs, shoots, goes up, and he gets fouled.
Really nice play. They ran their offense perfection that time. They went from one side of the floor and then returned, and the angles of the game that the coaches have talked about showed up that time. Elijah put it on the deck and had the angle to the basket, had a dead layup, and ended up drawing the foul.
Freeman at the line for 2, sophomore out of Palm Beach, Florida, Wellington High School. His first free throw is in and out.
I can see him get off to a good start, see that ball go through the basket, because he's really accepted this spark off the bench role and has done an outstanding job since going there.
Phillips and Cruz come out for Missouri. They bring in Luke Northweather, a 6'11 junior on the low post. And Freeman missed both. Tapped up and in by Jovich.
Oh, what a great effort by Philippe. It's unbelievable. He was just all over that rim.
7-5 Auburn. 15:06 in the first half of play. Robinson to Mitchell out at the top. They'll give him the 3. Now he drives on Jovich to the free throw line. Kicks it out to Northweather. Around the left wing it goes for Robinson. Tries to go baseline. Pettiford in his face. Northweather on the wing to the right wing for Pierce. Now top of the circle, Mitchell against Jovich. Kicks it to the corner. Northweather had a 3, didn't take it inside the arc, up from about 17, didn't get it. Rebound out of there to Keyshawn Hall. Up the left sideline where he's double teamed, stays out of the double team, and gets the ball to Sebastian Williams-Adams, back to Keyshawn Hall. Auburn leads it 7-5 Auburn basketball. 18 on the shot clock for the Tigers. 14 and a half minutes to go in the first half at Mizzou Arena. Hall between the circles. Right wing now for Elijah Freeman. To the wing it goes. Pettiford knocked out of his hands into the backcourt. Run down by Freeman. Shot clock down to 2. He launches one and baked it in from the logo.
Holy smokes. What a right at the end of the shot clock. Big time 3 shot by Freeman.
10-5 Auburn. That one counted, friends. Off the left wing, Northweather. He's got a 3. He shoots and misses. Rebound tapped, and it comes to Hall for Auburn. Tigers of Auburn lead by 5.
The defense is just really making the difference in the game right now. The quickness of Auburn is just a little bit too much for
Hall into the corner. Freeman goes baseline to the hole and chucks it with 2 hands.
Come right back to back 5 quick points. A 3 ball by Elijah Freeman, and then a slam dunk, and Tigers have to call timeout.
That's the Mizzou Tigers that call the timeout. And Auburn leads it by a score up 12-5 with 13:39 to go. It's a 7-0 run by Auburn with 13:39 to go in the first half of play. And Auburn starting at Randall at the defensive end, and it's paying off on the other side of the floor.
Well, I thought if we could get off to a good start, it just makes a lot of difference between the way this group plays. The defense has just been sensational. The quickness and the recovery and the help side has just been outstanding up to this point. But it's led to transition, and we've executed our offense in the half court. Just like the coaches have drawn it up, we get about 30 more minutes of this kind of play right here. We'll come out really feeling good leaving Missouri.
Kevin Overton checks back into the ball game for Auburn. He joins Pettiford, Hall, Jovich, and Freeman on the floor for the Tigers. Auburn up 12-5, a 7-0 run by Auburn. Tigers hit their last 3 field goals, including a logo 3 with the shot clock running down on a banked-in 3 by Freeman, who scored 5 points off the bench. Right wing's Jared Stone, top of the circle for Nicholas Randall. Hands it to Robinson, back to Randall, left side of the key, back to Robinson, 7 to shoot. Robinson picked up by Jovich, steps back and pops a 3, didn't get it. Rebound out of bounds off of Missouri, Auburn ball. Jaden still had his hands on the ball but couldn't handle it, and it goes out of bounds.
Really good defense that time. The Missouri Tigers are having a hard time not only making a shot against the Auburn Tigers, but hitting one for sure.
1 of 9 from the field to open it up for Mizzou. Auburn leads 12-5, Auburn basketball. No pressure so far from Missouri. Pettiford picks up the ball and brings it across midcourt. Tahad, low post, Hall around his man to the hole. Hangs, goes up, missed it. And the rebound to Mizzou. Stone up the floor for Missouri. On to the right wing for Phillips. Or excuse me, that is Mitchell. Off the left wing, Nicholas down to the baseline. Drive by Barrett underneath, shot is up and it's missed. And the rebound to Hall for Auburn. Up the floor for Pettiford. Auburn leads it by 5 with the ball. Tahad, step back 3 in the air, short. And the rebound comes to Missouri. Stone the other way for Mizzou. To the right wing for Barrett. Down into the corner right side for Mitchell. Mitchell with 20 to shoot. Back to Barrett on the wing. Barrett lobs it. Low post. Mitchell double teamed along the baseline. Kicks it into the corner. Barrett's open for a 3. He hits it and out. And the rebound Jovich for Auburn. Outlet Freeman. Auburn looks to break. Elijah, low post ball, never got to Hall. And here's Missouri the other way. A drive to the hole by Pierce, and he puts it in with a foul of the play.
Well, that was an unfortunate series right there. Elijah Freeman sprinted the basketball down, or speed dribbled down the floor and made it kind of an errant pass, trying to get it to Keyshawn Hall right at the basket, and it turned into a potential 3-point play for the Missouri Tigers.
Pettiford whistled for the foul. Pierce goes to the line where he's shooting 50%. That snaps Auburn's 7-0 run. And Pierce knocks home the free throw. 12-8 Auburn. 12:03 to go in the first half of play. Auburn basketball, Tigers have missed their last 2 times down the floor. Jovich at the point. Phillip puts it on the floor, spins, loses it, gets it back. Pettiford, low post, wide open, Hall up with the left hand, he scores.
That's really nice ball movement from Jovich to Pettiford right down underneath the hole.
14-8 Auburn on top, Mizzou with the basketball. Pierce between the circles, left wing Barrett inside the arc, running one-hander off the glass. It's good for T.O. Barrett. 6'4" sophomore from Oklahoma City. And it makes it a 4-point Auburn lead with 11:26 to go in the first. Pettiford walks it across midcourt. Gets it to the top, Freeman. Open 3 ball, Elijah. No good. Rebound, Missouri saves it. Pierce the other way to Barrett across midcourt for Mizzou.
Good defensive transition that time by the Auburn Tigers. Got back, kept the ball in front of them.
Mitchell, top of the circle. Goes to the baseline. Back to Mitchell, inside the arc, right side. Down to the baseline, picked up by Freeman. Lobber gets his way in. Left wing Pierce, open 3 ball. Good.
Defense by the Auburn Tigers has not been near as aggressive as the last 2 possessions. Got to pick it up just a little bit. We'll probably get a media timeout. The next dead ball, they might need a little bit of a breather.
14-13 Auburn. Low post, Jovic hangs, shoots, and scores.
Really nice pick and roll by Pettiford and Jovic that time, just right at the top of the key. Nice screen and roll right to the basket.
16-13, Auburn on top, 10-20 in the first half. Pierce, bounce pass, Barrett into the key, down the lane to the low post. And they lose the ball out of bounds off of Mizzou. Auburn ball and a timeout. 10-12 in the first, Auburn 16, Missouri 13. Discover exceptional service with SmartBank, your premier choice for personalized banking solutions in the heart of Auburn. From the tip-off to the final buzzer, they support your financial goals. Come see what's so smart about SmartBank. SmartBank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
War Eagle Plus is the premier subscription experience for Auburn fans. It's inside access and unmatched experiences with the teams and student athletes you love. Subscriptions are available at 6 pricing levels, each unlocking access to deeper experiences and providing greater impact for Auburn student athletes. Members receive discounted concessions at all home athletic events, VIP experiences, team store credit, priority entry to select athletic events, monthly giveaways, plus access to the War Eagle Plus content network. Heisman level members or above will also now receive 1 Tigers Unlimited Foundation priority point for every $1 contributed through their War Eagle Plus subscription. Explore the site and join today. auburntigers.com/War Eagle Plus.
Conecuh Sausage is a fan favorite for tailgating, always great on the grill, and it's the official sausage dog and hot dog of the Auburn Tigers. Conecuh Sausage is made from the finest cuts of pork, their patented blend of seasonings, and smoked over a pure hickory fire for that true Southern flavor. Be sure to visit the Conecuh Gift Shop in Evergreen, Alabama, right off I-65 at exit 96. Enjoy a crowd-pleasing Conecuh Sausage dog while watching the Tigers and make Conecuh part of your game day. Conecuh Sausage since 1947, a real winner.
Brad Law in the Auburn Sports Network studios on the Yellowwood scoreboard. Couple of hot starts for other teams in the league. Ole Miss is up 10 at Georgia. 10 minutes into that matchup at Stegman Coliseum. 20-10. Rebels in front, and LSU scorching early against Kentucky. Fighting Tigers have a 19-5 lead over the Wildcats. Auburn with balanced scoring outside of Tahad Pettiford offensively. Tigers are shooting 7 of 10 from the field. Auburn leads Mizzou 16-13 as we go back to Columbia. Voice of the Tigers, Andy Burcham, and Coach Randall Dickey.
Auburn 7 of 13 from the field at 53.8%. Auburn with 10 rebounds to Missouri's 8. That's a big difference from the first 4 or 5 minutes of the ballgame. Mizzou, 4 out of 14. They've gotten a nice punch from their bench, primarily from T.O. Barrett and Trent Pierce off the bench.
You know, they've had a couple of sparks off the bench, but the Auburn Tigers really feel good. Their defense has been really good up to this point. They've got 5 Tigers have scored. Spreading the wealth is important, shooting it at a clip at 54%, winning the points in the paint. 10 points to 2 is a good sign for the Auburn Tigers.
Couple substitutions. Blake Mashalik gets his first action of the night. Junior out of Dallas. And Murphy back into the lineup for Auburn, along with Hall, Pettiford, and Freeman for the Tigers.
I'd like to see the Tigers get to the free throw line a few more times in this last 10 minutes of this first half.
Mashalik to the wing. To Hall outside the arc, right side. 16 to shoot. Keyshawn, crossover dribble, spins at the free throw line. Up from about 7, it didn't go. And the rebound to Missouri. Robinson back into the lineup for Mizzou. On the point, to the left wing, Boateng. Boateng hands the ball to Barrett, drives to the hole, goes up for the shot, draws the foul. I don't know if it's going to be Murphy or Pettiford. Either way, it'll be their second foul of the ball game, and it's Tahad.
So Tahad, we just did not get back. Auburn didn't get back in defensive transition and have good defensive balance. They didn't have enough strength toward the basketball and opened up some driving lanes. And Missouri is excellent at straight line and also open lane driving.
This is not the guy you want at the line if you're Auburn. He's their best free throw shooter. And Barrett at 85% knocks home the first.
They're kind of hanging around in this game because of their bench. They've kind of got
no question
a little spark from those guys that came off the bench.
Barrett cuts the lead down to 1 as he knocks home both free throws. Mashalik is running the point right now. That means that Pettiford's on a wing. 9:36 in the first, a 1-point Auburn lead, 16-15. Mashalik, Freeman, right wing. Lobs it at the top for Hall. Left wing now for Pettiford. Todd inside the arc for Hall. Shot clock at 10. He drives on Barrett to the hole. Out to the top, Mashalik. Blake with 6. Blake Mashalik at the wing. Drives it. Goes up. Shot blocked out of bounds. There was still some time on the shot clock when that ball went out of bounds. They need to take another look. It may be less than a second, but there is some time for Auburn as Sebastian Williams-Adams comes in for Auburn. And let's see. Not certain who's going to go out. It may be Pettiford that goes out for Auburn.
Out of bounds to Auburn with 0.3 on the shot clock. We're going to confirm and check the clock.
All right, so what they saw was 0.3 when that ball went out of bounds.
Yeah, it's just
the shot clock continued to run. Yeah,
it's just enough to get a tap. I think it was a good time that this took place right now.
I'll tell you what,
got to have Tahad.
It's more than 0.3. It's about 0.8 if we're looking at the replay monitor right now. Let's see if they add a little time to the clock here.
I think that'll dictate what the coaches
remaining in the shot clock.
All right, so it is 0.8. So that does give Auburn a little more time.
Yes,
not much, but
change your defense. You change your play instead of a tap. You can also catch and shoot at this time.
Auburn has led by as many as 7 after a 7-0 run. Mizzou has cut that lead to 1.8 seconds, and Auburn will trigger out of bounds baseline right. Freeman, Murphy right there in front of him. It's got to be a catch and shoot in a hurry, doesn't it?
I think they'll put him in front of the rim or something.
Freeman, Mashalik gets off the shot in the corner. He missed the 3. And the rebound to Boateng. Up the floor for Missouri to Robinson. Put up a shot and it was blocked out of bounds from behind by Murphy.
Good defensive recovery after the missed shot on the desperation for the shot clock going down. The Auburn Tigers got back, blocked the shot out of bounds, saved 2 points right there.
Chance for Missouri to regain the lead here. Baseline right, Robinson will trigger to the corner. Boateng there on the wing now on the right side. Back out to the top for Pierce. Hands the ball to Barrett. 15 to shoot for Missouri. Auburn leads by 1, 8:50 in the first half of play in Columbia. Robinson, low post. Phillips, skip pass, right side, left side. Pierce missed the 3. Rebound Sebastian Williams-Adams for Auburn.
Another good defensive series.
Across midcourt with a pass for Blake Mashalik. Mashalik on the left-hand dribble, hands the ball at the top of the key for Sebastian. Drives it in the lane, goes up off the glass. He didn't get it, but he was fouled.
I like that play. The coaches called for the bench to isolate Sebastian Williams-Adams at the top of the key. He is a really hard driver, and he's got great strength in his upper body. As time goes on, he'll be able to finish that and get a 3-point opportunity.
I know Boateng was called for the foul, his first. And Sebastian Williams-Adams at the line for a couple for Auburn, where it's been a struggle for this talented freshman out of Houston. But that first free throw falls home for Auburn.
Yeah, it's been a couple
Hall out,
scored too.
And Overton back in for Auburn. After scoring 32 in the last 2 games, Hall has been held to 2 points tonight on 1 of 3 shooting.
Well, they've defended him different. They've really collapsed on him, and they've opened up other players like the power forward position that Williams-Adams is in. It's kind of opened him up. It's been a little bit more active.
Nothing but net from Sebastian Williams-Adams on his 2 free throws.
How about that? I hope that young man turns the corner on his free throws tonight.
18-15 Auburn. Boateng, right side of the lane. Onto the wing for Robinson, left side. Outside the arc, picked up by Mashalik. At the top, 3 ball. Phillips didn't get it. Rebound underneath Mizzou. Phillips throws it out to the top, almost to midcourt, where Robinson runs it down. 13 to shoot for Mizzou. Robinson for 3 to tie it. Yep.
Auburn Tigers just did not pick back up after the offensive rebound, or lost their aggressiveness. Let him float wide open.
Tied at 18. 7:44 in the first. Against the zone.
Yes.
Mashalik, right wing. Dribbles, free throw line. Murphy from 13, missed it long. Rebound Robinson for Mizzou. Mizzou can take the lead. Boateng to the hole, put it up and in. That was actually Barrett. And Mizzou on a 5-0 run.
Yeah, we've kind of lost our chest on the defensive end and need to get back, be a little bit more aggressive, find our man a little bit quicker.
And Stephen Pearl calls a timeout. 20-18 Auburn trails Mizzou. 7:23 in the first. Auburn basketball brought to you by Auburn Opelika Tourism. Start your next visit to the Plains at aotourism.com. Auburn basketball continues in a moment.
Hey Auburn fans, if you're a nursing mother, wounded veteran, special needs family, or caring for an elderly loved one, Snazzy is here to support you. This season, snag free parking passes for select families at Jordan-Hare Stadium. Plus, Snazzy gives away a VIP package every game. Nominate someone in these groups at snazzy.org. Everything Snazzy does is thanks to Carrier, the inventors of modern air conditioning. Head to snazzy.org now to learn more and apply. Snazzy, accessibility for all.
Are you ready for your winning moment? Find it at Wind Creek Casino, where the action never stops. Hottest games, loosest spins, more ways to win. We've got the highest payouts and the most epic rewards. At Wind Creek, there's a win waiting for you around every corner. Wind Creek Casino. Find your winning moment. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Since 1992, Alicomp has been putting points on the board by providing championship-level workers' compensation insurance to Alabama-based businesses of all types and sizes. Alicomp has the right people in the right positions to produce the results to save you money and pays you a dividend. Your team is your most valuable asset, so make sure that they are protected. Ask your agent for an Alicomp quote today. Get the coverage you can count on with Alicomp. Don't just insure, be sure. It's the Alicomp way.
Back to Columbia for more Auburn basketball against Missouri.
7:23 in the first. Auburn trails at Mizzou 20-18. Auburn has missed its last 4 shots. Matter of fact, the Tigers don't have a field goal in the last 3 minutes and 7 seconds. And Missouri's bench continues to lead the Mizzou Tigers right now. As a matter of fact, bench points right now, Mizzou outscoring Auburn 12-9 here in this first half of play.
Well, I think the biggest statistic that I look at when I read the Auburn Tigers, we only have 2 assists. So we're really not setting up our teammate. The ball is sticking a little bit on the perimeter. We're not taking it from one side of the floor to the other. Really not moving it inside and out, making Missouri move their defense and open up driving lanes, open three-point shots. Also, if you drive it in there and you can set up your teammate, it's just good team basketball. When you get more assists, I think that's one avenue that we need to pick up, is set each other up a little bit more. Let's add a few more assists to that this last 7 minutes.
Blake Mashalik, Sebastian Williams-Adams, Kevin Overton, Keyshawn Murphy, and Elijah Freeman are the Auburn 5. Barrett, Robinson, Pierce, Phillips, and Mitchell, the 5 for Mizzou.
Well, let's see. It looks like you're going to stay with Mashalik at the point. See if we can't run something for Murphy. Maybe try to get Murphy.
Mashalik across midcourt. Right wing now for Freeman.
They're going to stay in that zone.
Overton, left wing for Auburn. 14 to shoot for the Tigers. At the top, it's Mashalik to the wing for Overton. Inside the zone, Murphy to the top, Mashalik, right wing Freeman. 4 to shoot. Freeman to the basket with the left hand, he missed it. The rebound tap that comes to Murphy. One dribble up from 5. Got it.
It's good to see him emerge on that possession. I was wanting Murphy to score that, and he finally did. Got an offensive rebound, stuck it back in.
Tied at 20, Auburn and Mizzou. 6:42 on a counting clock in the first half of play. Mizzou ball. Pierce in the center circle. Goes left wing now for Barrett. Inside the arc for Mitchell. Mitchell to the top for Barrett. To the right wing, Pierce, and a three. It's good.
Auburn Tigers need to pick up their pace a little bit more of a pressure defense, moving. Oh, the Missouri Tigers are kind of going wherever they want to with the ball. We've got to have a little bit more resistance there.
Auburn trails by 3. Pierce has hit 2 coming off the bench for Missouri. Hall in at the next break for Auburn. Overton, free throw line. Murphy up from about 3. Got fouled by Phillips. And Murph will go to the line to shoot 2 for Auburn. The transfer to Auburn from Mississippi State.
Really smart play when you're playing against a zone, 2-3 zone. There's 2 weaknesses, right at the high post around the elbow area or on the short corner along the baseline. Murphy floated up to the high post there and really was wide open. Thought he had 2 points, but he ended up getting fouled.
Sean Phillips picked up the foul, and Keyshawn Murphy at the line for 2 for Auburn. 59% from the stripe this season. The first is good. And Hall will come in, and Freeman sits down for the Tigers.
We might get a little spark here. We get Keyshawn Hall back in the game, and I see Jovic is about to check in as well.
He'll come in for Murphy if Keyshawn makes the free throw, and he does.
Really good. That's a nice series, the last 2 series by Keyshawn Murphy. Make his size a factor against that zone defense by the Missouri Tigers.
Jovic in for Auburn after Murphy hit both free throws, and the Tigers cut Mizzou's lead to 1, 23-22.
Time to get a defensive stop, get back in transition.
Robinson to Pierce. He's hit 2 threes, make it 3.
Oh, he's feeling it right there. That was way too easy.
He only had 5 threes coming into tonight.
He's already hit, what, 2?
3.
3 of those. Holy smokes, we got to get somebody in his face.
26-22. Mizzou on top. Michalet. Overton. Left wing for Auburn. Low post, Hall to the hole. Goes up and he's fouled. And Keyshawn goes to the line for a couple.
One thing they're doing when Keyshawn Hall touches it, they are really collapsing, and I think they'll make the adjustment to where when they get him the basketball, somebody's got to fly down the lane or cut to the basket, and it's going to create an opening for an easy layup.
Trent Pierce has 12. He just picked up the foul, his first. And Hall is at the line for 2 for Auburn. The first is missed. The most frequent free throw shooter in the SEC, and he's made more free throws than anybody else. Barrett out for Mizzou, and Stone is back in.
Maybe you can see this one going in, and maybe that'll give him a little bit different perspective on the offensive end.
He'll try to cut the lead to 3, and he does. 26-23 Missouri, 5.5 minutes to go in half number 1 here in Columbia. Mitchell at the point, right wing Robinson. Robinson looking underneath. Now to Pierce at the top. They lob it underneath for Phillips, and he loses it out of bounds, and it's Auburn ball.
Really good defenses. That's the first stop that we've had in a while defensively, Andy. I think that's a really good deal. They're going to get a little spark with Jahad Pettiford that's been resting for a minute or 2. Come back in with fresh legs.
Michalet comes out for Auburn. So Jahad goes back to the point for Auburn, leading or trailing by 3. 26-23 with 5:17 to go in the first half. Pettiford across midcourt on the left-hand dribble. Gets a screen from Jovic. Picks up the dribble, right wing Hall. Steps into a 3 ball. In and out, miss. Rebound, Jovic is there for the putback.
Oh, he's all over that offensive glass, and he is really at rim level there. Really nice stick back for Phillip.
Auburn cuts the lead to 1. 4:54 in the first half of play. Off the left wing, Robinson. Robinson picked up by Sebastian Williams-Adams in a switch. Picks up the dribble, lobs it to the low post for Mitchell. Double team. Goes up and got it.
He's so tough, and when they make that switch, Jahad Pettiford has to take him on that block. Gives up way too much size. He just got it right over the top of him and spun right to the basket.
28-25 Mizzou on top, and Pettiford stepped out of bounds. He said he was pushed, but he's not going to get that call tonight. Not here. .422 to go in the first half. 28-25 Mizzou with the ball as Barrett checks back in for Robinson at the point. Barrett walks it across midcourt, right-hand dribble to Mitchell between the circles, guarded by Jovic there. Mitchell drives on Phillip, goes up and scores. That's pretty
He's
easy.
so tough. That's one thing he can really do. He's one of the best in the SEC at putting the ball on the deck and driving to the basket. That time, Phillip Jovic just gave way too much ground, and he took advantage of it to the basket.
5-point Missouri lead. 3:56 in the first. Hall drives, lobs it, and a dunk, a two-handed dunk by Sebastian Williams-Adams on the alley-oop.
Kind of a give-and-go play. Keyshawn Hall drove it hard and found the open.
Barrett stepped out of bounds along the baseline. He got fronted by Jovic on the baseline, and Auburn will get the ball after our final media timeout. 3:44 in the first. Mizzou 30, Auburn 27. Take on game day with the great taste of Coke Zero Sugar. Is it the best Coke ever? Try and decide. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
Hey, Mom, sorry for the late message. It's been absolutely crazy here. And this morning, I went for a run on Kailua Beach and saw the most insane sunrise. I sent some photos. And then this afternoon, we worked on another Black Hawk. My new unit is amazing. I'm learning a ton. And guess what? You called it. I'm going surfing on Sunday. And we're going to... All right. Yeah, cool. Be right there. I gotta go. I'll see you next week. I love you.
Learn how you can be all you can be at GoArmy.com.
What a matchup we've got, folks. Just non-stop action. The energy is electric and the fans are all in. An intense game like this calls for a Coca-Cola. Ah, crisp and refreshing. That's a game changer. Yeah, that taste scores every time. And just like that, they're back at it. Passionate fans and an ice-cold Coca-Cola. Now that's a winning combo. No matter the team, no matter the sport, everyone knows fan work is thirsty work. Enjoy a Coca-Cola.
Auburn women's basketball returns home Thursday night, January 15th to host number 21 Alabama. Tip-off is set for 8 p.m. Central. Tickets are available at aubtix.com. It is Welcome to the Jungle Night in Neville Arena. Camo bucket hats will be given away for all fans. Tiger Cowboy hats will be given away to students. Come support Auburn women's basketball against Alabama and help the Tigers to back-to-back SEC wins. Thursday night at 8 p.m. Central. War Eagle.
Hey, Brad Law in the Auburn Sports Network studios. We're 3 minutes and 44 seconds of game action from now. It's Conecuh halftime. We'll update the Yellowwood scoreboard, SEC, top 25. We'll take a look around Auburn athletics. Busy time of year and another busy back half of the week and weekend coming up, including women's basketball at home against Alabama tomorrow night, plus all the pertinent stats from the first half, all coming up on Conecuh halftime. At one point, Missouri missed 10 straight shots. Since then, the Tigers are 9 of their last 12, and Missouri leads it by 3, 30-27. Let's get you back out to Columbia for the final 3:44 of the first half. Andy Burcham and Randall Dickey.
Mizzou has also made its last 6 shots, and they've been doing it getting to the rim of late.
Yeah, I think the resistance of the Auburn Tigers need to get in front of them, get a little bit more pep in your step defensively, put a little bit of pressure like they did the first 4 or 5 minutes of the game. Make our quickness, make our athleticism be the difference. We've kind of allowed Missouri to move the basketball around the horn or around the court from one side of the floor to the other, kind of looking for their offense without a lot of resistance, and that's opened up, and that's one reason they're 6 for 6 their last 6 possessions offensively.
Pettiford, Overton, Hall, Jovic, and Sebastian Williams-Adams, the Auburn 5. Tahad across midcourt has not scored in the first half. Inside the arc, right side, gets it back on the wing. Sebastian Williams-Adams back to Tahad. 16 to shoot for Auburn. Pettiford. Step back 3 ball. Right wing short. Rebound Mizzou. Into the right corner it goes. To the wing, Stone to the top for Barrett.
Just a real marginal shot that time by Tahad. Instead of him letting it come to him, he's kind of going and trying to receive the shot. And the basketball will bite you like
Pierce
that.
To Mitchell behind the defense, and he scores. Mitchell with the bucket at the basket. Mizzou by 5, 32-27. Pettiford, a bounce pass to the top for Hall. Keyshawn off the left wing, Kevin Overton. In the right corner, Sebastian Williams-Adams. They dare him to shoot a three, and he knocks it home.
Oh, yeah, nice, smooth, just relaxed his shoulders, get a good ball fake.
Free ball for Mizzou. It's up and it's good.
We got to find that guy. He's just lit us up this half.
That was Stone. Back to a 5-point lead. Catch and shoot three. 35-30, 2:20 in the first half. Mizzou on top. Auburn ball. Pettiford puts it on the floor, drives, spins, fade away, good.
There you go, Tahad. Get in there, drive it hard. Nice spin move, nice mid-range jumper.
3-point Mizzou lead, 2:03 in the first half of play. Barrett at the point. Mizzou 6 of 12 from 3 here in the first half tonight. Auburn 3 of 9. Stone way out on the wing, top of the circle, Barrett. Mitchell, ball out of his hand, and Jovic runs it down. Ahead to Pettiford with Hall. Tahad leans in, goes up, and scores.
Really nice play, good outlet pass by Philip Jovic. Led Tahad right to the basket, and a really good finish in traffic.
Auburn has made its last 3 field goals and cuts the lead to 1. 35-34 Mizzou. 1:26 in the first. Pierce inside the arc. Left wing Stone. Picked up by Overton there. Raises up for a 3 and knocks it home.
Well, the perimeter shot for the Missouri Tigers is really going down between Stone and Pierce. They have really shot the ball well this half.
Back to a 4-point lead for Missouri, 38-34, 1:06 in the first half. Pettiford, right wing into the corner, 3-ball, Hall, didn't get it. And the rebound for Pierce for Mizzou. Mizzou by 4 with the basketball. Barrett across midcourt for Mizzou. Final 50 seconds of the first half, Missouri 38, Auburn 34. Barrett, right side Boateng, inside the arc. Drives on Hall, cut off by Hall. Back to the top for Barrett. 7 to shoot. Mizzou has hit its last 9 shots. Barrett, free throw line to the corner. Pierce for 3. Didn't get that one. Rebound Hall. Final 28 seconds for Auburn. Lobs it ahead for Overton.
It'll be interesting. Looks like we're going to hold for the last shot. Make this, have a little momentum going into the dressing room at halftime and regroup. It's been a really pretty good half, a very competitive half between these two teams.
10 seconds in the first half. It's Hall against Pierce in the center circle. Down the left side of the lane, gets bumped. Kicks it to the corner and throws it out of bounds. That'll bring Murphy into the ball game. So for Freeman. Boy, oh boy. Don't even get off the shot. Now Missouri has 2 seconds and the full length of the floor to go. Missouri 7 of 14 from 3 in the first half of play. Inbound to Barrett. Across midcourt, launches a 3-ball. And it's no good. And the first half comes to a close.
Well, the Auburn Tigers started out outstanding. The first 5-6 minutes really played well. Missouri made a run at them, but the concerning factor is the perimeter shooting for the Missouri Tigers. Really been sensational in this first half. The Auburn Tigers are going to have to pick up their defense.
The difference in the first half, both teams are shooting 48%. Auburn and Mizzou rebounding at 15 apiece. The difference, 3-point shooting. Missouri 7 of 14, Auburn 3 of 10, and Missouri leads Auburn 38-34. It's time now for Kanaka halftime, and here is Brad Law.
Yes, Andy, that is literally the difference. Same number of field goal makes. They made 4 threes, so they're plus 4 points from there. 4 more threes, so they're plus 4 points from there, and that's the difference. At one point, Missouri missed 10 straight shots. Tigers answered with 9 straight makes in the latter stages of the first half. So 4-point game, should be a wild second half. Make sure you stay tuned for that. We will start Kaneka halftime with a check of scores from around the SEC and the top 25. Yellowwood scoreboard, Athens, Georgia, where Ole Miss got out to a 20-10 lead early. But then the Bulldogs stormed back. Georgia, near the end of the first half, now leads Ole Miss 40-35. The Rebels will host Auburn in 6 days, Tuesday of next week. So Auburn's opening today a stretch of 3 games in a 7-day span. Ole Miss trails by 5 at Georgia near the half, 40-35. They have gone to the half in Baton Rouge is lowering the boom on Kentucky. Fighting Tigers got out to a double-digit lead just of you. A busy weekend continues, or second half of the week continues tomorrow. First of all, on the network tomorrow, we've got Tiger Talk at 6 Central. We hope you'll join us live at Baumhauer's Victory Grill, or however you're listening to this broadcast tonight. We hope you join us for Tiger Talk. Ryan Walker-Merkel will talk Auburn swimming. Bruce Pearl, a couple of players, Stephen Pearl, and a couple of players to talk Auburn basketball, all starting at 6 tomorrow night at Baumhauer's Victory Grill. At 8 tomorrow night at Neville Arena, you can pull double duty. Come to the show and then go over to Neville Arena. Gates open at 7 for women's basketball against number 21 Alabama. It is Welcome to the Jungle night. Lots of promotions for students, for the general public, and a chance to support women's basketball as they play for back-to-back SEC wins. Tigers knocked off Florida Sunday 60-50, held the Gators to their season low scoring total. Alabama's 3-1 in the league, Auburn 1-3. You can still get tickets to that game at AUBTIX, AUBTix.com, or the Auburn Game Day app. There's a tickets tab that will take you to it. If you can't come to the game, broadcast coverage 7:45 tomorrow night, ESPN 106.7 in the Auburn-Opelika area, everywhere via the Auburn Game Day app. Last week on Tiger Talk, head football coach Alex Golish made his Tiger Talk debut, and he gave us his thoughts about his first portal season as the Tigers head coach.
It's been fascinating.
Okay.
We use the word fascinating. You know what? It's so interesting where we are as a college football in general, what this really is right now. I think all of us are going through it at the same time and trying to figure it out. I think the one thing that's been really, really unique here is as we bring guys in, everybody gets around the community and sees what this is. It's easy to sell. I think as we're learning, there's so many factors that go into what these guys are looking for right now, and we've tried to stabilize our roster, have tried to bring guys in to enhance not just the actual on field, but the culture and the culture of competition, the culture of winning, to be able to flip this thing as fast as we possibly can.
More from Coach Golish available on WarEaglePlus.com. Earlier this week, Auburn announced A-Day week coming up in April 10th through the 18th. It'll culminate with the A-Day game presented by Golden Flake. That's Saturday, April 18th at 2 p.m. Full game day atmosphere. Players also available to sign autographs on the field after the game. That's A-Day presented by Golden Flake on Saturday, April 18th, the culmination of A-Day week, the 10th through the 18th. Basketball trails Missouri on the road tonight, 38-34. We'll give you the stats from the first 20 minutes when Conecuh halftime continues in a moment.
Conecuh sausage is a fan favorite for tailgating, always great on the grill, and it's the official sausage dog and hot dog of the Auburn Tigers. Conecuh sausage is made from the finest cuts of pork, their patented blend of seasonings, and smoked over a pure hickory fire for that true southern flavor. Be sure to visit the Conecuh Gift Shop in Evergreen, Alabama, right off I-65 at exit 96. Enjoy a crowd-pleasing Conecuh sausage dog while watching the Tigers and make Conecuh part of your game day. Conecuh sausage since 1947, a real winner.
Ants in the kitchen, termites under the floor, mosquitoes in the backyard. It's a full court infestation. Don't let them score. Call Cook's Pest Control. Nobody beats Cook's when it comes to superior protection against unwanted pests. Cook's knowledgeable and courteous technicians are expertly trained to get the job done right, guaranteed. With Cook's on your team, your home's defense is unstoppable.
Looky, 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 here comes Cookie. Cook's Pest Control.
You've created a comfortable home office. Now let Carrier provide the cash bonus. For a limited time, you can claim up to $1,550 in cool cash rebates on a qualified Carrier home comfort system. There's never been a better time to upgrade to year-round premium comfort and energy savings. Carrier, turn to the experts.
Hey, Mom, sorry for the late message. It's been absolutely crazy here. And this morning, I went for a run on Kailua Beach and saw the most insane sunrise. I sent some photos. And then this afternoon, we worked on another Black Hawk. My new unit is amazing. I'm learning a ton. And guess what? You called it. I'm going surfing on Sunday. And we're going to... All right. Yeah, cool. Be right there. I gotta go. I'll see you next week. I love you.
Learn how you can be all you can be at GoArmy.com.
Top of the circle, Sebastian Williams-Adams drives it down the lane all the way to the hole. He banked it in.
Really nice play. Went through traffic that time. Looks like he might have got fouled that time.
Sebastian Williams-Adams with 9 to lead Auburn in the first half. Tigers trail Missouri 38-34 here at Conecuh halftime, and the stats are almost dead even, top to bottom, column by column. Auburn basketball fans, SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the action courtside this season. SeatGeek presents our halftime stats. Whether you're buying or selling basketball tickets, SeatGeek's the official ticket marketplace of Auburn basketball. Let's go Tigers, SeatGeek. 48%, both teams exactly 13 of 27 from the floor. Auburn 5 of 8 at the foul line. Missouri 5 of 7. Rebounding, even, 15 apiece. Offensive rebounds, 4 apiece. Here are the differences. Well, even added possessions, second possessions, or extra possessions, the points off those are even. Missouri had 7 points off turnovers and 3 second chance points. Auburn had 4 points off turnovers, 6 second chance points. So even the extra possession points are 10-10. The 4-point differential comes from the 3-point line. Auburn was 3 of 10 from deep. Mizzou 7 of 14. So they had 4 more 3-point makes in their 13 field goals than Auburn, therefore 4 extra points. Individually, Trent Pierce off the bench had 12, including 3 of 5 from long range for Missouri. He's the only player for either side in double figures. Came in averaging 8, had 10 against Florida, has 12 at the half against Auburn. Also, Mark Mitchell had 6 against Auburn last year at Neville Arena. He has 8 points and 4 assists with only 1 turnover through the first half of our game tonight. For Auburn, Sway with 9 points, 3 of 4 shooting, 2 of 2 at the foul line. He also added 3 rebounds and 1 assist in 16 minutes. Also scoring for Auburn, balanced elsewhere. Filip Jovic off the bench, 3 of 3 plus 3 rebounds, 6 points, 12 minutes off the bench. 5 points for Elijah Freeman, including a half-court 3 as time expired on the shot clock. 4 points apiece for Keyshawn Murphy and Tahad Pettiford, and 3 points for Keyshawn Hall and Kevin Overton. Their defensive plan has been good against Pettiford and Hall, combined 7 points on 3 of 11 shooting for Pettiford and Hall in the game so far. But that's just one half. You got 20 minutes of basketball to go. We'll give you that second half when we return. 38-34, Missouri has the lead. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
From the thrill of the game to your own peaceful retreat, all in one game day. The Residences at Arbor Lake in the heart of Auburn combines comfort, connection, and calm. A short drive from the stadium and AU campus, the Residences at Arbor Lake is a 35-acre escape with stocked fishing lake and private balcony for each unit in the 55-plus apartment community, locally owned and operated. Discover your quiet place. The Residences at Arbor Lake. War Eagle.
1907. Auburn had no paved roads, no local newspaper, a few automobiles, very little electricity or indoor plumbing, and one bank, Auburn Bank. For all these years, we've had a part in shaping and serving Auburn, Opelika, and East Alabama, a steadfast partner to our customers, meeting financial needs at just the right times. How do we know our community so well? Because we've grown up together. Auburn Bank, champions of you. Member FDIC, online at auburnbank.com.
This is Ray Hornsby at Affordable Comfort Cooling Systems and Plumbing. We believe our work is more than just AC and plumbing repairs. It is about serving people with integrity and care. As a Christian-owned company, we take Colossians 3:23 to heart. Whatever you do, work at it with all your heart, as working for the Lord, not for men. That's why at ACCS and Plumbing, we do the job right the first time and always stand behind our work. Honest service, faith-driven values. Give us a call today or visit accsauburn.com to learn more. That's accsauburn.com.
Alabama license number 12084.
The Goose Performing Arts Center at Auburn University is Alabama's premier destination for the arts, bringing you the very best of Broadway, dance, music, and more. Learn more about upcoming performances and see the calendar of events online at gougecenter.auburn.edu. That's GOGUE center.auburn.edu. Or call the box office 334-844-TIXS.
About to start the second half in Columbia, Missouri. Mizzou 38, Auburn 34. Give me a key in the second half, Randall Dick.
Got to get off to a good start. It's really imperative that we get off to a little bit more spark, play with a little bit more zest, a little bit more pep in our step. Got to defend Trent Pierce and Jaden Stone for the Missouri Tigers. Both those guys have blistered the nest for 5 threes between those guys. We got to get those guys under control, get back to like we played the first 6-7 minutes of the game.
Trent Pierce missed the first 13 games with an injury. It's the best half of basketball he's played this year for Mizzou, and he leads all scorers with 12. But Auburn has the ball to open the second half. Sebastian Williams-Adams on the wing, free throw line Murphy, back to Pettiford, pull up from 12, didn't get it. Rebound Hall, bows back up, ball blocked, and Missouri gets the rebound.
Had a good look. Tahad had a wide open mid-range jumper and just missed. Hall got the rebound but just could not hold on to it and stick it back in.
Mizzou leads Auburn by 4. Mizzou basketball. Stone. Left wing. Now top of the circle. Cruz back to Stone. Phillips goes baseline on Pettiford and leans in and scores.
Just too much for Tahad right there. He just could not handle him. Right there, he just put it on the deck, drove right around him, and laid it in over the top of him.
Mizzou with a 6-point lead. That's the biggest lead of the night for Missouri, and Auburn gets called for an offensive foul at midcourt. They got Pettiford, and that's the third on Tahad.
Was that on Tahad, or was it on Williams-Adams?
Well, they may have called it against Williams-Adams. It was Sebastian.
Yeah.
So that's not the third on Pettiford, but it is the second foul on Sebastian Williams-Adams.
Yeah.
6-point lead for Mizzou.
That's uncharacteristic to get a foul on a dribble handoff play.
Cruz left wing for Stone. Stone inside the arc for Mitchell. Mitchell to the wing, long three, left wing, air ball out of bounds to Auburn. Free ball by Stone that didn't even draw iron.
I'm a little concerned that 2 possessions that Missouri has had this. They've switched on that one side, makes Tahad have to take Mitchell, and that's just a tough matchup for him.
Murphy at the point for the Tigers. Down 6, Auburn ball. Murphy to the wing for Hall. Keyshawn out of a double team. Goes back to Murphy inside the arc, right side. Keyshawn spins on Mitchell twice. Leans in and missed it. Mitchell got the rebound. Mizzou the other way. Mitchell against Sebastian Williams-Adams. Drives to the hole and scores.
He just muscles his way right around.
And they called a foul on Sebastian.
Yeah, he just put his body up against him and went right around him and stuck it in the basket and drew the foul at the same time. The Tigers are kind of letting Mitchell kind of do as he pleases.
Well, Mitchell threw an elbow up in the throat of Sebastian Williams-Adams, kept driving, and then they called the foul on Sebastian at the basket.
Yes, he did. He really kind of slung his open arm out.
And Sebastian comes out, and Freeman is in. And Mitchell's free throw is good.
Yeah, he's up to 13 points already now in 20 minutes on 5 of 8 shooting, 3 for 5 from the line, and he's not a very good free throw shooter.
5-0 run by Missouri to open the second half. Head fake in the corner, Overton. Pull up from about 12, missed it long. Auburn 0 of 4 from the field to open the second half. Cruz, left wing Robinson. Outside the arc, left wing. Top of the circle, around the perimeter for Mitchell. Guarded by Hall there, outside the arc. Shot clock at 9. Mitchell gets a screen. Drives to the basket. Gets bumped and blocked, and a foul against Auburn.
When they make that switch, they're going to do that 2-man play, that isolation, as long as Tahad is on that one side, making him switch off. If we stay with a switching defense, he's got to pick up Mitchell. Just too much for Tahad to handle right there.
That was the third foul on Tahad. And Mitchell's at the line for 2. Missouri is leading Auburn by 9 as they've scored the first 5 points of the second half.
Yeah, they've just kind of blitzed us right off the bat here in this first few minutes of the second half.
We'll pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Auburn Sports Network. Mitchell missed both. Overton, left wing 3 for Auburn. Bang, boy, did Auburn need that one.
It's a lot better sign. You got to play a little bit faster on the offensive end. The Auburn Tigers got to get the ball down the floor, find the open man quick, and get it up in the basket.
43-37 Mizzou. Cruz brings it top of the circle against Freeman. into the left corner, wide open three, ball Stone in and out. Rebound underneath, it's up, it's missed, and another foul against Auburn. And they're calling everything underneath that basket, friends.
That is for sure. They've already attempted 6 or 10 free throws on the night. Made 6 of those rascals, and they're back at the line again.
Jacob Cruz will be at the line to shoot 2 here. 81% free throw shooter. A JUCO All-American, and then he transferred to UT Martin before coming to Missouri. His first free throw is missed. This is not a great free throw shooting team as a team in Missouri, and they missed a couple here tonight, Randall.
Yeah, I think they're well below 70% on the season, but it's imperative that Auburn rebound the basketball, keep them off the free throw line, but that adds fouls to us, and we don't want that.
7-point lead for Missouri. Foul was against Freeman, who has it top of the circle for Auburn right now. Drifts out to the left wing. To the top for Overton off the right wing. Screen from Murphy. Inside the arc, all the way to the hole. Lost it, got it back. Almost went down. Back to the top for Hall. Right side Pettiford. Tahad draws. Goes up and he gets hammered. And Tahad will go to the line to shoot 2.
We finally move the basketball quickly. One side of the floor to the other. Tahad is excellent when he has an angle. Guy closed down on him wrong. He just took it right to the basket, powered it to the goal, and drew the foul.
Jacob Cruz called for the foul. And Pettiford, who had 4 points in the first half, at the line for 2 for Auburn, with the Tigers trailing by 7 at 16:44 in the second half. Free throws good by the Jersey City, New Jersey sophomore, Tahad Pettiford.
I think that's a good sign. He gets to the free throw line early in this second half, and he sees the ball go through the ring from the free throw line. Might open up a little bit more confidence on his perimeter jumper.
Jovic in, Murphy out for Auburn. Pettiford with the second free throw, and he makes both, and that cuts the lead down to 5. Tahad will get a rest, and Mashalik quickly in for Auburn with 16:44 to go in the second half, and it's a 44-39 lead for Mizzou. Robinson quickly up the floor for Missouri. To the right wing, picked up by Overton. Picked up the dribble, throws to Mitchell at the top against Hall. On the wing, right wing, it's Stone, guarded by Mashalik. Stone through the key, off the left wing, Mitchell. 14 to shoot for Missouri. Mitchell, ball stripped out of there by Mashalik. Ahead, it's Freeman. To Blake. On the wing, Overton. 3 ball in the air, got it!
Oh, that's a really good break, triggered by Mashalik's defense on his deflection, and it led the break, and then he kicked it right back for
the second,
Overton for the 3.
Second 3 of the half for Overton. 44-42 Mizzou. 16:05 in the second half. Left wing, Stone, top of the circle. Stone drives on to Jovic. Hopped into the air, goes to the basket. That should have been a walk.
Well,
he jumped in the air, came down with the ball.
How did he jump from the top of the circle all the way to the basket without walking?
Got the ball to fall. It's a 46-42 lead.
Missouri's going to change their defense. They're going to jump in this zone right here.
Mashalik outside the arc, right wing. To Overton. Another 3 by KO. It was in and out.
Ooh.
Down the cylinder and it rimmed out. Here's Missouri the other way. Robinson. Mizzou by 4. Low post Stone. Down the lane. Mitchell. Or rather, Phillips, and he jams it.
Our defense just had zero resistance at that time. We just let them throw the ball right down the middle of the paint for a slam dunk. Got the crowd back in this game.
48-42 Missouri. Overton left wing to Mashalik at the point. Off the right side, it's Freeman outside the arc. Back to the top, Mashalik. Hands the ball to Keyshawn Hall. He's got to get going in the second half, friends. On the wing, Freeman. He'll pop a 3. Good!
Good looking shot there by Elijah Freeman. And a nice setup by Keyshawn Hall. He kind of took a dribble in the seam of that zone defense and made them collapse, and it opened up just enough for him to get it off.
That 3 by Freeman cut the lead in half. 48-45 Missouri. 14-37 in the second half. Mitchell at the point against Hall. Now to Stone, who brings it between the circles. 12 to shoot for Mizzou. Stone against Overton. Left wing. Head fake at 3, Mitchell. To the top for Stone. Head fake at 3, step back 3. No, but he was fouled by Overton. And Mitchell will go to the line to shoot, or rather Stone will go to the line to shoot 3. And it takes us to a timeout. 14-22 in the second half. Missouri 48, Auburn 45. Find your piece of paradise on the Alabama Gulf Coast with Mindy Jones of Remax Paradise. Visit Mindy at paradise.com. Auburn basketball continues in a moment.
Look, I'm not going to tell you how to live your life, but if you're an Auburn fan like me and you haven't switched your phone service to War Eagle Mobile, you're passing up a slam dunk. Here's the deal. You get exclusive game day perks, and War Eagle Mobile contributes to Auburn athletics with every payment you make. No contracts, no hidden fees, no reason to put it off another minute. Switch now to the only phone plan built for the Auburn family and on the T-Mobile 5G network. Visit wareaglemobile.com. That's wareaglemobile.com.
This message comes from Viking, committed to exploring the world in comfort. Journey through the heart of Europe on an elegant Viking longship with thoughtful service, destination-focused dining, and cultural enrichment on board and on shore. With small ships that bring travelers closer to the destination, there's more time to explore. And every Viking voyage is all-inclusive, with no children and no casinos. Discover more at Viking.com.
Presented by Robinhood.
He crosses, spins, pulls up.
With Robinhood Prediction Markets, buy or sell your predictions all game long. No house odds, just you versus the market. Put your sports IQ to work. Trade every shot, block, steal, run, and moment that shifts the game. With Robinhood Prediction Markets, trade every play. Visit Robinhood.com/predict to start trading. Futures and cleared swaps trading involves significant risk and is not appropriate for everyone. Event contracts are offered by Robinhood Derivatives LLC, a registered futures commission merchant and swap firm.
Auburn basketball is brought to you by Chick-fil-A. Eat more chicken and War Eagle with Chick-fil-A.
Missouri leads Auburn 48-45 in the second half, 14:24 to go in the second half. Auburn has been called for 5 fouls in the second half, Missouri for 1. And the last foul against Auburn on a three-point attempt by Jaden Stone, we watched the replay, and Kevin Overton didn't hit him. But
one thing that
Stone will be at the line to shoot 3 when we come out of the timeout break.
One thing Missouri has done in their favor, they've got us out rebounded 6-3 this half. The positive for the Auburn Tigers, 3 of 4 from the three-point line,
right.
2 for 2 from the line. Got a little positive of offensive flow. If we can get our defense to kind of catch up a little bit and give a little bit more resistance, be a little bit quicker, and get a decent whistle down the stretch, we'll be okay.
The zone has hurt Auburn a little. It has played a factor. But if not for the three-point shooting in this second half of Kevin Overton and Elijah Freeman, Tigers are being in a little bit of trouble right now. That's your Auburn Tigers, I mean.
And another thing, too, we're doing that is we've kind of slowed down. We're in the half court and they're in that zone. We don't shoot it all that great, but we really shoot it well when we're in transition and we play fast, furious Auburn basketball. And I think that if we can dominate the defensive glass, get the ball off the glass and run with it, if you have it, you take it. If you don't, then you pull it out and run your half-court offense.
Jaden Stone, a 6'4" grad student from Perth, Australia, makes the first of 3. Transferred in from West Virginia. He was the 2A Alabama Player of the Year at Sacred Heart High School back in the day. And he makes both of the first 2 free throws.
He's playing well tonight. He's got, that's his 10th point right there on 3 of 5 shooting, 2 for 4 from the 3, 2 for 2 from the line, makes him 3 for 3. And he's also in there 4 rebounds. He's a stat stuffer tonight.
Auburn down 6, 51-45. 14-14 in the second half. Mashalik off the left wing, turns it over. And then a foul on Blake as he fouled Barrett, who got the steal.
Just kind of dictated where he was going to go. The defense just kind of lured him into that. I think they had him really well scouted on that play. Let's pick up our defense, Auburn Tigers, right here.
6-point lead for Mizzou with the basketball. Barrett to Mitchell. Works on Hall. Inside the arc, left side foul. Offensive foul against Missouri. And I'm not sure who they got. It may have been Barrett.
I think his number.
Yeah, it was T.O. Barrett.
Well, he was the one that also took the basketball from Blake just a minute ago, and Blake was kind of complaining he was kind of all over him. So
Auburn knew they were going to get fouled a lot tonight, and a lot of it wouldn't be called. That was part of the game plan coming in. Mashalik, a screen from Jovic. Bounce pass to Phillip. Jovic, left wing Hall, goes baseline, gets double teamed. Kicks it onto the right side for Overton. KO near the corner. 8 to shoot. Overton brings it to the wing right side. 5 to shoot. Gets a screen. At the top, 3-ball blocked. He got it back. He puts it up. Missed it. Rebound to the floor. It's Missouri. Mizzou up the left side. Pierce had the hot hand in the first half. Kicks it into the corner for Stone. Stone to the wing. To the corner. Pierce, open 3. Good.
Just floated wide open and nobody communicated where the open player was at. They did not match up. Bad transition right there. We had a bad offensive possession. Bad transition. We got to pick it up a little bit here.
54-45 Missouri. Top of the circle, Elijah Freeman. Down the lane. Goes up and he's fouled. Fouled by Phillips. It'll be the second foul on Sean Phillips. At least that's the call.
Might at least give Elijah 2 free throws. Go to the free throw line. It's amazing how quick this half is gone.
Yeah.
And it happens like that. When you're behind, the clock always runs faster. When you're ahead, it runs slower.
First of 2 for Elijah Freeman. Good. That stops a 6-0 run by Missouri.
Yeah, that was good. They were on that 6-0 run, and they hit their last 3 possessions. They had 3 baskets out of it.
Second free throw. Elijah missed it. And the rebound, Phillips, Mitchell, and now Barrett will bring it up the floor for Mizzou. 54-46 Missouri. Barrett in the wing, whistle, foul, and they're going to call Auburn for a foul. Barrett was falling down. They could have gotten him for a walk. Instead, they got Auburn for a foul.
I thought it was going to be a good side.
I did too.
A good help side defense by Keyshawn Hall. He kind of just, when that ball is exposed, it's hard to keep your hand from reaching out there and trying to snatch it up. But when they're driving tonight and you're at Columbia, Missouri, you better not look like you may have fouled.
You're not. That's the first foul on Hall, but they're already in the bonus at the 12:48 mark of the second half. And Barrett gets a 1 in bonus here. First is good. He's their best free throw shooter.
Yeah, he's
at 85%.
He's the worst one to foul because he very seldom misses.
They're at the bonus with 12:48 in the second half.
That may be the earliest this season.
At least against Auburn, that's for sure.
Yes.
Barrett can take the lead back to 8 right here. Actually, he can take the lead to 10, and he does. 56-46. 12:45 in the second. Mizzou by 10. They've outscored Auburn 18-12 in the second half. Freeman, low post Hall. Keyshawn works against Barrett. Into the lane, goes up. Missed it, but he was fouled by Barrett.
Kind of isolated. One of the mainstays to Auburn's offense is when they go through these struggles, they'll isolate Hall on that block, give him an opportunity to go one-on-one. He's excellent at drawing fouls, just almost made the shot, but at least he gets 2 free throws here.
He has just 3 points tonight after back-to-back 32-point games. First free throw is good. Hit the iron, off the glass, and it rolled in. And for Auburn to have a chance in this one, this guy's got to get hot.
Now we need somebody to pick up the pace. We don't even have a guy in double figures yet. I guess now
Hall
we
makes
do
both.
Here. But Hall's only, that's his 6th point. He's got 5 rebounds. He's got 6 assists. He's a stat stuffer tonight, and we need some points.
Yep.
Tigers jumping his own this time, this possession.
Pierce, Barrett, way out on the left wing. Near the hash, gets a screen. Kicks it right wing for Stone. Shot clock at 12. Barrett inside the arc. Backdoor pass. Lost, got it back, ball loose. Oh, Jovic the other way, 3-on-2. It's Hall who gets fouled as he was going down by Pierce. Second foul on Pierce. And Auburn will keep the ball trailing by 8, 56-48 at the 12:04 mark of the second half, and Keyshawn Hall is slow to get up.
It looked like he might have burned his hand on the floor as he was sliding.
Auburn ball out of bounds, baseline left. Tigers trail. That's the Auburn Tigers trail by 8 with 12:04 in the second. Pettiford will come in, replacing Michalek at the point.
Maybe Tahad will recharge his batteries right here and kind of get a little bit more zest to his play, and we can use him to get hot.
Absolutely. Jovic will trigger baseline left. Into Freeman, double team, free throw line. Hall head fake, drives, gets bumped, goes up for the shot, and they give him a jump ball. No foul on that play in a double team, but they call it a jump ball, and Missouri has it with a timeout. 11:59 in the second. The score: Missouri 56, Auburn 48. They find your team's most valuable asset. Well, it's your team. So ensure that they're protected with the best workers' compensation insurance available. Ask your agent for an Alicomp quote today. Stay tuned, friends. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
In 1977, Ford F-Series became the best-selling trucks in America. 33 million trucks later, we've kept that title every year since. And that's a formula we plan on repeating. Ford F-Series, built Ford tough. The best-selling trucks in America for 49 years and counting. Based on 1977 to 2025 calendar year industry reported total sales.
Looking for legendary wings, mouth-watering burgers, and unbeatable pizza for your next big event? Baumhauer's Catering is here to satisfy your cravings. From tailgates, birthdays, to office lunches and weddings, boost your event with delicious flavors of Baumhauer's Catering. We offer pickup or delivery, or choose our full-service catering that includes setup and staff. Don't have space for your big event? We can even host you in our dedicated party space. Baumhauer's Victory Grill Catering. Legendary flavors, zero hassle. War Eagle.
Auburn women's basketball returns home Thursday night, January 15th to host number 21 Alabama. Tip-off is set for 8 p.m. Central. Tickets are available at aubtix.com. It is Welcome to the Jungle Night in Neville Arena. Camo bucket hats will be given away for all fans. Tiger Cowboy hats will be given away to students. Come support Auburn women's basketball against Alabama and help the Tigers to back-to-back SEC wins. Thursday night at 8 p.m. Central. War Eagle.
Brad Law back in the Auburn Sports Network studios. Let's update the other two SEC games on the Yellowwood scoreboard. Kentucky is trying to claw its way back at LSU. Bayou Bengals still up 9, 52-43, 11.5 to go at the Maravich Assembly Center. And at Stegman Coliseum, number 21 Georgia leads Ole Miss 63-59, trying to hold off the Rebels with 11.5 minutes to go. That's the Yellowwood scoreboard. Back out to Mizzou Arena. Voice of the Tigers, Andy Burcham, and Coach Randall Dickey.
11:59 in the second. Mizzou 56, Auburn 48. What has Missouri done, Randall, especially to shut down both Keyshawn Hall and Tahad Pettiford tonight?
Well, I think they've double-teamed Keyshawn Hall just every time he's gotten the ball. I just think that Tahad just seems like he's a little bit slow tonight. I don't know if he's under the weather a little bit. He just doesn't seem like he's got enough pop in his step. He's a little bit late on his rhythm, on his jump shot. But I was just going to say, from now at 11:50, we got 12 minutes left in the game. It's time for no more droughts. This is we're just coming off a 2 minutes and 57 seconds with no field goal.
Yep.
It's time to go. It's time to pick up a pace, and I think we do it by defense and then fast break basketball, get into offensive transition.
Mizzou works at the top. Barrett inside the arc, left side. Gets cut off there, kicks it right wing for Stone. Around the perimeter, Barrett down the lane. Barrett lobs it underneath. Ball is out of bounds, and Auburn gets the turnover.
It's a really good way to start after a timeout is to get a shutout on the defensive end. That was good help side defense. He got the ball underneath the basket, and it just trickled out of bounds, giving the Auburn Tigers the ball.
Pettiford picks up the inbound pass, brings it across midcourt. Auburn trails by 8, 11:35 on a counting clock in the second. Overton gets a screen from Jovic. Tried to dump it to Jovic, it's deflected. Here's Mizzou the other way. Mitchell ahead to Barrett, who dunks it.
Just a bad turnover right there. We had a good momentum with a shutout on the defensive end. Just a bad turnover. Get the ball above your head. And when you do that, you only have one place to go, and that's forward, and they just end up deflecting the ball and stealing it.
Hall low post against Mitchell. Throws it out of, saved by Freeman, but he throws it away. Missouri the other way, up by 10. Back-to-back turnovers for Auburn without a shot. Barrett running the point. Mizzou by 10, 58-48. Top of the circle, it's Mitchell. Working against Keyshawn Hall. 13 on the shot clock. Mitchell, low post, shot is up.
Oh, what a block.
Dunk. It was blocked by Jovic. Auburn the other way. Freeman, right wing three ball. Pettiford, nope. Rebound Hall on the weak side. Gets spin to the baseline. Kicks it into the corner for Pettiford. Off the left wing for Overton and off his shoulder, out of bounds.
3 straight possessions. Offensively, the Tigers have turned it over. Ooh, me.
That's 10 turnovers for Auburn tonight. And 3 in the last 3 trips down the floor.
So uncharacteristic for this team to do that.
58-48 Mizzou. 10-24 in the second half. Obviously plenty of time for this Auburn ball club. They have shown that ability to come from behind time and time again. Mitchell.
We're going to stay in this zone, this matchup zone here.
Boateng on the right wing. Inside the arc, Mitchell. Drives baseline against Jovic. Threw an elbow in his face, and they call a foul on Jovic. Jovic got an elbow to his face on that drive by Mitchell, and it was not called. Holy cow!
He did push off of that offhand, that's for sure.
Air, my goodness. And Mitchell goes to the line to shoot 2. 58-48 Mizzou. Mitchell at the line for 2. Sebastian Williams-Adams and Keyshawn Murphy coming in after this first free throw attempt by Mark Mitchell. And he made it. Overton comes out, so does Jovic.
You know, their offense has just been, they've got 4 guys in double figures with about 10 minutes to go in the game. The Tigers have yet to get a guy in double figure scoring. We've shared the wealth, and a lot of people has contributed, but we need somebody to take over.
Free throw missed by Mitchell. 11-point lead for Missouri, 59-48. Pettiford with the rebound quickly up the floor. To the corner, head fake at 3 by Freeman. Drives, reverse layup. Somehow it fell.
Really nice move. He snaked his way from the baseline across the basket, went to the other side of the goal, put a little English on the ball, and laid it in.
Low post Mitchell, and as he tries to turn, it's knocked out of his hand and out of bounds by Sebastian Williams-Adams.
I think you're going to see Missouri try to do that 2-man play. They're trying to get the ball in Mitchell's hands.
Yes,
he's their leading scorer. He's the most productive player they have, and he's leading them tonight with 14 points. Pierce has got 15, but most of them from the 3-point line.
Barrett out, and Robinson is in at the point. Also, the big guy, Phillips, in on the low post. And he replaced, I'm not sure who he replaced. Mitchell has it top of the circle. Inside the arc to the free throw line. Drives, loses it, foul is called. And every time he gets the ball, they're blowing the whistle. Every time he gets the ball, they're blowing the whistle.
He just kind of bulldozed his way with the off the bounce, initiating contact from the offensive end, and drawing the foul.
I mean, it's uncanny what's happening with this guy right now. And, of course, that was a shooting foul. That's also Auburn's 9th foul of the second half. Foul against Sebastian Williams-Adams is his 4th. Mitchell's first free throw is good.
Yeah, we're probably going to have to take Sebastian out here because with 9:38 left.
Mitchell's second free throw. He missed it in the rebound to Hall. 10-point Missouri lead. 9:35 in the second. Pettiford, top of the circle for Auburn. Backs it up near the center circle.
Missouri jumps into zone 2. This pace is the way Missouri likes to play.
Pettiford, right wing, Hall. Low post, Sebastian Williams-Adams up and in with a foul.
What a power move. Just made a cross screen. Got the ball underneath the basket against that zone. They closed on him. He took the hit and still finished it. Now he's got a chance for a free throw.
3rd foul of the night for Sean Williams.
I'd like to see him make this where he could come out of the game won't risk a foul on him.
Jovic would come in if Sebastian makes this free throw. 11 points on the night for Sebastian, 11 points on the night for Freeman. Got the free throw to fall. Nicely done.
Big feather in his cap. He's 3 for 3 tonight.
I wish you hadn't said that.
Well, I think he's on fire from the free throw line.
He is in that. And Jovic is in, and Auburn cuts the lead to 7, 60-53 with 9:13 in the second. Mitchell at the point against Freeman. Left wing for Pierce, picked up by Pettiford. Pierce brings it to the point. Off the left side, it's Robinson. Robinson picks it up against the Auburn zone. In the corner, Mitchell. Guarded there by Murphy. Mitchell into the lane, spins down the lane to the hole. He missed it. Rebound, whistle, foul. Yeah. It's going to go against Missouri on the rebound.
Yeah, they finally got him pushing on the offensive end.
And that puts Auburn at the free throw line now.
That's the way you come back from the game.
8:51 in the second half.
Draw fouls on one end.
That's the fourth foul on their big Sean Phillips. And it puts Keyshawn Hall at the line for a 1 and bonus for Auburn. And an opportunity.
And confirm our shooter.
Well, they're going to make sure that it was Hall that was fouled on the play, by the way. The 11 points tonight for Sebastian Williams-Adams, his most since he scored 15 and then 14 in the first 2 games of the season. The foul will be against Phillips. They're trying to make sure that Hall was the one that was
38
fouled.
has a 1-and-1 for Auburn.
And it's Jovic that will go to the free throw line, not Keyshawn Hall. 1 and bonus here for Phillips.
Well, I think it's going to come down to our front line. If they can hang around long enough without getting in deep foul trouble. We've saved Sebastian. They took him out to rest him. They'll try to keep him out as long as they can. Only down 7. Whittle your way back in for the free throw line and make the bigs be the difference with Jovic and Murphy.
Free throw is missed by Jovic. That was a line drive free throw. And Missouri gets the rebound. By the way, Phillips out with 4 fouls. Cruz replaces him. Mitchell left wing. Auburn in a 2-3 zone. Right wing it comes for Stone. Stone out at the top of the circle. Bounce pass, free throw line. Pierce to Mitchell on the baseline, and he dunks it. 17 on the night for Mitchell. Back to a 9-point lead for Missouri, 62-53. 8:19, second half of play. Overton, left wing. Pettiford, low post for Murphy. To the wing for Pettiford. Into the corner for Freeman, near a double team. He drives into the lane, lobs it up there. He didn't get it. Rebound, tap up and in by Philip Jovic.
Nice offensive tap in by Philip Jovic that time when he gets some stops.
7:53 in the second. Mizzou 62, Auburn 55.
Get some stops here. We're going to next whistle. We're going to get an 8-minute media timeout. We got a chance to regroup.
Stone near the top of the circle. Right wing it goes for Mitchell. Free throw line for Pierce. Taken away by Murphy.
Great hands right there. Murph quick just took his candy from him right off the bat.
Auburn down 7 with the ball. It's number 7 Hall to the right wing for Pettiford. 19 to shoot for Auburn. Pettiford spins to the baseline. Pull up from 18. Didn't get it. Rebound, Missouri.
Yeah, it's not a good trait to hard call for the ball screen and then rejected it, and the ball didn't go down. Had a nice looking jump shot, but it just didn't go down.
Mizzou ball. Now Mitchell at the free throw line against Jovic. Kicks it into the corner for Stone, left side. Shot clock at 10. Stone goes baseline against Hall, and he lobs it in there.
They've just been a little bit more physical. They're doing to us right now a lot what we did to them in the first 6 minutes of the game. They have responded. They're just putting their body and being more physical.
Mizzou by 9 again. Left wing Hall. Free throw line throws it away. Mizzou on the break. Mitchell taken away by Jovic. But it comes to Robinson. Left wing Pierce for 3. It's good. His 5th 3 of the night.
Well, they've really capitalized on the Auburn Tigers turnovers tonight.
Pettiford at the top, Mizzou by 12. Biggest lead of the night. Murphy goes baseline, drives, goes up and scores.
Good move right there by Murphy. Keyshawn Murphy's kind of asserting himself offensively here late in the game.
Pierce having the game of his life tonight for Missouri. 18 points on 5 of 7 shooting from 3. He had 5 threes coming into tonight. He has 5 in this game alone. Right wing Stone, 3 ball in the air ball out of bounds off of Jovic. Timeout on the floor. 5:53 to go. Mizzou 67, Auburn 57. Auburn basketball continues in a moment.
From birth to age 5, your child's brain is growing faster than ever. And guess what? You are your child's first teacher. Talking, singing, playing, and reading every day helps your child learn and thrive. Singing boosts memory. Playing builds problem-solving skills. Reading grows vocabulary. Talking teaches communication. Start strong because these early years matter the most. For tips and tools, visit the Alabama Department of Early Childhood Education at children.alabama.gov. Alabama's children deserve a strong start.
At East Alabama Health, our team of employees and physicians is ranked among the best season after season. In the past year alone, Becker's has named us one of the top 150 places to work in healthcare. Newsweek has called us the best in-state hospital. And for the second year in a row, Newsweek also named us as one of America's best maternity hospitals. But you know what makes us most proud at East Alabama Health? Is being an official partner of the Auburn Tigers. Join our winning team today at eastalabamahealth.org.
There's a big deal going on at Whataburger. Our new Big Ranch Wrap is just $3 with a crispy chicken strip, buttermilk ranch, cheese, and fresh veggies in a warm tortilla. Or for $4, go bigger with 5 premium Whata chicken bites. Or go bigger than big with a Bacon Cheese Whataburger Jr. with fresh 100% beef and melty cheese for just $5. Add fries and a drink for just $2.49. Now that's a big deal. The Whata deal, now at What a Burger! For a limited time at participating locations. Download the app.
Defensive statistics are presented by Cook's Pest Control. Cook's is the South's most trusted name in pest control and the official pest control partner of the Auburn Tigers.
Boy, turnovers have played a big part of this second half. Auburn with 11 in the game. And Mizzou has taken advantage of that. Missouri off turnovers in this ball game tonight has outscored Auburn 13-7. But it's the Trent Pierce show tonight for Mizzou. The junior out of Tulsa, Oklahoma. Missed the first 13 games of the season with the injury. Had a season-high 10 points against Florida last week. But, buddy, he has come out on fire tonight. Pierce has 18 points. He's 6 of 8 from the field and 5 of 7 from 3.
Well, I think there's 4 factors that's made Missouri statistically really good tonight. They've hit 9 threes. Their bench points is outscored the Auburn Tigers 28-19. They got 14 fast break points. But I think that the stunning thing is the Missouri Tigers got 15 assists on 22 made baskets. They're really sharing the ball. They're finding the open man. They're moving it quickly. The Auburn Tigers seemed like they were staying on one side of the floor, really not making the defense shift from one side to the other. Limits our angles on drives and open threes.
And credit what Mizzou has done on defense because they've held to Hod Pettiford and Keyshawn Hall to a combined 11 points.
They really have. They've defended them well. Williams Adams has played really well. Elijah Freeman has played really well offensively. But we need a couple of those guys to go with them.
Mizzou out of bounds, baseline left, 7 to shoot. Underneath, they get it. It's Mitchell up and in with a foul on the play. They were about to run out of time on the 5-second clock. Mitchell got the ball in a double team and muscled it up there with a chance for a 3-point play.
I think anytime the ball is on the floor, you got to fall on the ball. You got to dive on the fall, sacrifice your body, either knock it out of bounds or wrap your arms around it and don't give it a chance for the other team to get it. That time we kind of had 3 guys around it and just kind of looked at it.
Mitchell's free throw is good. It's a 13-point lead. Boy, oh boy.
All right, it's time to get it. It's got to go right now. We got 5:48, got plenty of time. It's time to get offense flowing.
Pettiford lobs it into the corner. Keyshawn Hall for 3. Nope. Rebound Cruz for Missouri. Auburn 3 of 7 from 3 in the second half and only 7 of 18 in the second half from the field. 13-point lead for Missouri, their biggest lead of the night. They have the ball. Barrett. Mitchell goes baseline. Ball tried to get it to the corner for Cruz, and Sebastian Williams-Adams stepped in front of the pass and batted it out of bounds. 11 to shoot for Missouri. Missouri is shooting 62.5% from the field in the second half at 10 of 16.
Yeah, they've been really efficient, and they have...
Inbound Mitchell. Working against Murphy. Into the lane. Fadeaway shot. Didn't get it. Rebound Barrett. Auburn didn't box out. Barrett out on the wing. They can take more time off the clock as we approach the 5-minute mark. With Mizzou leading Auburn by 13 points. Barrett gets a screen. Goes to the right wing. Lobs it low post for Mitchell. Foul from behind. That may be all for Sebastian Williams-Adams.
I think it will be.
Yep.
Tried to get on his help side defense. Instead of coming over and tipping the basketball, he kind of slapped at it. May have not even hit the guy's hands, but it looked like a foul. And sometimes, especially when you're on the road, you're not going to get away with that.
He fouls out at the 4:56 mark. Elijah Freeman is in for Auburn, and Mitchell's at the line to shoot 2. Mizzou by 13. He can take it to 14, and he missed the free throw.
It's good time. We still got plenty of time. We got right at 4:58 left, but we can't let many more possessions get by us. We've got to get down and get the ball in the basket.
Somebody's got to step up offensively.
That's for sure.
Mitchell missed both. Rebound comes to Murphy for Auburn.
Here we go, playing a little bit faster. That's good.
Down 13, Pettiford weaves his way through traffic, drives to the hole, missed it, rebound, Murphy put it in.
Really nice. Auburn's going to pick up a little bit. Full court right here. They're going to try to press a little bit and make Missouri work at it a little bit more, getting the ball down.
Barrett in the center circle, drifts off the right side of the center circle. Now to Mitchell at the top, working on Freeman. Shot clock at 13.
4.5. 4 possessions left with 4.5 to go.
Stone to Barrett. Shot clock at 6. The 11-point lead for Missouri. Barrett goes baseline and spins to the hole and makes it.
That's tough. Makes it really a 5-possession game now.
Pettiford at the left wing. Tigers trail by 13. Pettiford to Freeman, who backs up as we approach the 4-minute mark. Inside, Murphy drives to the hole, and he was fouled. And Murph will go to the line for a 1 and bonus after a timeout. 3:59 in the second. The score, Missouri 72, Auburn 59. With each Tigers three-pointer, Berkshire Hathaway Home Services makes a $25 donation to Outlive, which benefits local cancer patients and treatment centers. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
Here's a clip from a recent Talking Tigers podcast with Andy Burcham.
Auburn assistant men's basketball coach Mike Burgermaster.
I'm so grateful to be able to do what I do on a daily basis. I mean, to have sat on a bench at 2 Final Fours, I can't believe all that we've accomplished here. I look forward to seeing what we'll continue to accomplish, but even stuff as simple as like having run a practice, when other people have been out on the road, or it's still so surreal to me, and I'm so grateful that Auburn is a place where I've been able to grow up and mature and keep contributing to the level that I'm able to do a job that I love every single day.
New episodes of the Talking Tigers podcast are released Mondays wherever you listen to podcasts. Subscribe to the Talking Tigers podcast exclusively from the Auburn Sports Network.
The Whataburger Monterey Melt is back? You've got some nerve showing up here again, looking all delicious with your fresh all-beef patties, melty cheeses, grilled peppers and onions, and jalapeno ranch. When I want you, you're nowhere to be found. And now you're back? Aw, get in here. We just missed you, that's all. The Whataburger Monterey Melt is back for a limited time and harder to resist than ever. Download the app. What a burger!
Brad Law, Auburn Sports Network Studios, checking the Yellowwood scoreboard. The other 2 games in the league are coming down to the wire. Kentucky has battled all the way back, grabbed a lead for a possession, but LSU bounced right back with a bucket, 70-69. Fighting Tigers lead the Wildcats with 2.5 minutes to go at the PMAC. Meanwhile, in Athens, Georgia and Ole Miss are tied at 77 with 4.5 to go in Athens. So the other two games in the 6 o'clock Central window, one-possession games. Auburn hoping for a very late rally with under 4 minutes to go. Let's send you back to Mizzou Arena. Voice of the Tigers, Andy Burchett and Coach Randall Dickey.
3:59 to go here. Auburn trails by 13. Keyshawn Murphy at the free throw line for Auburn with a 1 in bonus as the Tigers trail 72-59.
Tigers will try to make these 2 free throws right here. They'll jump into a full court press, try to create a little bit of frenzy on their press, create fouls, turnovers for Missouri, try to force them into doing something that they don't like to do. It's not necessarily conventional, Andy, and I wouldn't want someone like Tahad to do it, but fouling Missouri is poor. Their free throws over the course of the season hasn't been very good.
Yeah, it depends on the guy, too.
That's true. It lends its hand to give you some more possessions, but we've got to create a lot of possessions, 3 or 4 possessions positively for us and negatively for Missouri, and we've got to create that from the defensive end.
Keyshawn Murphy at the line, a 1 in bonus for Auburn. First free throw is good.
It's a good way to start. Make that first free throw and jump in. It's going to be interesting whether they put a man on the ball or whether they deny with the third guy kind of as an interceptor in the middle of the paint on the press here.
He can cut the lead to 11, and he missed it. Ooh. Rebound.
Offensive rebound.
Comes to Auburn. Ball is still loose.
Great hustle.
Out to Overton.
That's the way to do it. Let's get another possession offensively and score this.
Left corner, Freeman. To the wing for Overton. Tigers down 12. Overton for 3. It's short. Foul on the play. It's going to go against Barrett as he went over the back of Hall.
Put our best free throw shooter at the line. Now you retrace it again. You've got 1 point for the last time. When Murphy made the free throw, you got a chance to get 2, so that's one possession. You get 3 points, and then you jump into your press because you've already cut it to a 4 possession instead of 5.
First free throw, Keyshawn got it. That's just his second point of the second half. 6 points on the night, 8 rebounds, 7 assists. Hall can cut the lead to 10 here with 3:44 to go. And he missed it.
They'll pick up a little bit. They'll start worrying Missouri a little bit down the floor here.
In the backcourt, Robinson to Barrett. Both of their point guards out there right now. Barrett now to Mitchell. Almost in the center circle. Working one-on-one against Keyshawn Hall. Auburn jumps into a double team. Pierce to the corner. Robinson to Mitchell. Top of the key. Spins down the lane. Put it up. It was blocked.
Good defense right here. Go score.
Hall the other way for Auburn. To the left wing for KO. Puts it on the floor. Drives. Goes out. And he's fouled in the play. He may have gotten away with a walk.
Well, he walked because he got fouled. That's going to put him at the free throw line. It's a good way to start with these Auburn Tigers are showing a little fire late in this game.
Foul was whistled against Robinson, his second. Overton can cut the lead in under double figures right here.
Go to a 3-possession game right here, Andy, and with plenty of time left.
He makes the first. An opportunity to cut the lead to 9 right here with 3:15 to go.
They'll jump back in that press. They'll keep the frenzy on Missouri. Try to force them into maybe another turnover.
Oh, and Overton makes both.
Really good. They're going to put Murph on the ball. They're going to put a big guy on the ball. A lot of wingspan. They're fronting. They're going to try to deny the inbounds pass and play for the steal.
Mitchell inbounds to Barrett, gets double teamed. Barrett ahead, throws it away. Pettiford with the steal. He gets bumped. He drives. He's missed it, and he's at the line for 2.
There we go.
Will 3:08 to go in the second half. Clock stopped, and he can shoot free throws right here.
Well played by the Auburn Tigers. They played the trap defense on the press. They got the turnover. We got Tahad Pettiford at the free throw line, shooting 2. Just keep whittling away with still 3:08 left in the game.
First of the 2 free throws, Pettiford makes it. By the way, that's the 4th foul on Barrett, their backup point guard.
He's their backup point and their lead guard and been in a long time.
Second free throw from Pettiford, and he missed it. And the rebound ahead is.
There we go again.
And there's a steal by Overton. as they throw it away.
Let's keep wheeling away. Get a good shot here this time. We got plenty of time left.
72-64, Auburn under 3 minutes in the second half. Pettiford at the right wing. Left-hand dribble. Low post for Murph. To the wing, Freeman.
Big
left
shot.
wing, 3-ball. Overton. No.
Oh, yes.
Whistle foul against Missouri on the rebound. Auburn back at the line for 2.
Auburn Tigers are playing this like textbook right now with 2:47 left. They're just whittling away. Hopefully they'll get there, but getting to the free throw line, anytime you're behind, you score. When you're behind, that's the way to catch up. When the ball is dead, shoot it with the clock not running.
First free throw is good by Keyshawn Hall. 72-65. He can cut the lead to 6 right here.
It can go to all of a sudden a 2-possession game right here if he makes this.
And he did.
And we're going to pick up again and press. We're going to keep this frenzy going. Make it fast and furious for Missouri.
Mitchell will trigger. Gets it inbound to Robinson. Gets cut off, and it's out of bounds on Auburn. On to Victory is proud to be the official events experiences company of the Auburn Tigers. Experience Auburn like never before through On to Victory. See upcoming events and sponsorship opportunities at ontovictory.com. 2:45 in the second. Auburn has trimmed the lead to 6. It was at once 13.
On that ball.
7-0 run by Auburn. In the backcourt, Robinson to Barrett across midcourt. Now Mitchell on a timeout by Missouri. 2:39 to go. Mizzou ball leading Auburn by 6, 72-66. Stay tuned, Auburn basketball continues in a moment.
In 1977, Ford F-Series became the best-selling trucks in America. 33 million trucks later, we've kept that title every year since. And that's a formula we plan on repeating. Ford F-Series, built Ford tough. The best-selling trucks in America for 49 years and counting. Based on 1977 to 2025 calendar year industry reported total sales.
You can swirl it, you can sip it, but the best way is to share it. Hey y'all, I'm Deanna, a team member at my local Chick-fil-A. And a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich and new frosted sodas and floats is how well they go together. You get that bold flavor of the Coke mixed with the smooth deliciousness of the vanilla ice cream. You have a juicy filet and a smooth, creamy float. It's an awesome pairing.
Order a Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich and a new frosted soda and float at your local Chick-fil-A restaurant. Real team member paid for their testimonial.
What a matchup we've got, folks. Just non-stop action. The energy is electric and the fans are all in. An intense game like this calls for a Coca-Cola. Ah, crisp and refreshing. That's a game changer. Yeah, that taste scores every time. And just like that, they're back at it. Passionate fans and an ice-cold Coca-Cola. Now that's a winning combo. No matter the team, no matter the sport, everyone knows fan work is thirsty work. Enjoy a Coca-Cola.
Keep it here after the game for the Regions Bank Postgame Show with final stats and analysis, plus comments from Coach Pearl. Now back to the game.
2:39 in the second. Auburn on a 7-0 run has cut the lead to 6. 72-66 Mizzou ball at midcourt. Before we get there, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Auburn Sports Network. Pettiford, Overton, Freeman, Hall, and Murphy, the Auburn 5. Sebastian Williams-Adams has fouled out. By the way, Kevin Overton with 11 points tonight on an unprecedented run in his career. This is the 7th straight double-figure game, and the first time he has done this in his college career.
Well, all of a sudden we've got two guys with 11 points. We got Murphy with 9, Hall with 8, Pettiford with 7. Williams-Adams is already out, and he's had 12. We've got some contributions offensively, but defense is the key. The Tigers are on a 7-0 run. They played it textbook from the 3:59 mark to the 2:39 mark. On the 7-0 run has been a huge deal, and we're one more steal away from really quieting this crowd.
Robinson, Barrett, Pierce, Stone, and Mitchell, the 5 for Missouri. They will inbound down the sideline on their side of the floor. Down the left sideline, near their bench. Inbound Pierce right back to Barrett. 2:36 on a counting clock. Auburn jumps into a trap. They get it into the corner for Pierce. Wrap around Stone, put it in, and got fouled.
Oh, he called a goaltending. It just slipped in there behind us.
No foul.
We were gambling, as you have to when you're behind. You've got to gamble a little bit. Slipped in there behind us and laid it in.
8-point lead for Missouri, 74-66. 2:31 to go in regulation.
They were back to a 3-possession game with 2:31 left.
Pettiford will bring it forward for Auburn. He crosses midcourt with 2:27 to go, down by 8. Tahad on the left wing. Kicks it on the right wing for Pettiford. Back to the top for Tahad. To the wing for Overton. Kevin on the wing to the baseline. Drives to the hole. He banked it up. He didn't get it. But he was fouled.
Going to go to
free. Go to line for 2 with the clock stopped. 2:11 to go, down 8. Both of these coaches have been on the officials tonight.
Oh, he called it out of bounds.
Oh, there was no foul. My mistake. I thought there was a foul against Missouri. All right, Mizzou ball. Inbound in the backcourt, it's Robinson.
Get a steal right here, Tigers.
And he threw it out of bounds right into the Auburn bench.
Yes.
And Auburn gets it. Down 8 with 2:07 to go. That press has really hurt Missouri. And a timeout called.
They changed the time. They changed the score on you, Andy.
74-68 is the score. Did they give Auburn a basket there?
For some reason,
they gave Overton the basket.
We went from 8 points.
It's a 6-point game.
The call on the floor is Auburn basketball off an out-of-bounds violation. Missouri head coach is using a coaching challenge to challenge this play.
All right, so to wrap up, Overton's drive to the basket. I had originally thought it was a no-basket foul. They gave him a goaltend. The basket counted, and then Auburn got the steal on the inbound pass. It's a 6-point game, 74-68, and Missouri is appealing the ball out of bounds right to Ian Borders, one of Auburn's assistant coaches.
They must, on the goaltending, they gave the 2 points.
Listen, we're all about indisputable evidence, all right? We know all about it at Auburn. But looking at the replay, and the original call was out of bounds off Missouri, it looks like they're the last one to touch it. And Auburn's down 6 with 2:07 to go. Auburn jumped into a double team on the inbound to Barrett, and then he, it appears to us, tapped the ball out of bounds into the Auburn bench. If the call stands, Auburn has the ball with 2:07 to go in the second half, trailing by 6, 74-68.
Which is a doable thing. You're down 2 possessions. Really be nice to get this possession right here.
It is up to the folks in Birmingham right now on this appeal, and now the officials have taken off, and it's Auburn basketball. It will stay Auburn ball.
We have an unsuccessful challenge by Missouri. The call on the floor is confirmed. Auburn basketball on the sideline, spot where it went out of bounds. 20 on the shot clock, 2:08 on the game clock. Missouri has been charged a timeout. They no longer have any remaining challenges for the game.
Auburn will inbound right in front of its bench. It will be Freeman to trigger. Down 6, Auburn ball. 2:07 in the second half as Auburn tries yet another incredible comeback on the road in the SEC.
You got to feel real optimistic right now. If you'll execute offensively, the momentum has switched the last 2.5 minutes to the Auburn Tigers, and they just need to thrive on it.
Triggers to Murphy out at the top. Hands it back to Pettiford. Behind the back dribble to Hyde to the free throw line against Mitchell. Picks up the dribble out to the top for Hall. 9 to shoot. Keyshawn puts it on the floor, drives, spins, up with the left hand, good!
Yes!
4-point game!
Still 2 possessions, but you're down 4.
With 1:49 to go in the second half.
Got a chance to keep this press on, keep breathing down the Missouri Tigers' neck right here, make them cough it up again.
That bucket gives Hall double figures. He's done that in every game. They double team Robinson in the corner. In the corner trying to get loose, and it's knocked out of his hand by Murphy into the expensive seats 24 to shoot. They've only got 4 seconds to get the ball across midcourt.
Auburn Tigers got to really be smart right here.
74-70, Mizzou. Mizzou will trigger. Mitchell will do it.
He's got to throw it there.
Inbound.
Cut
Barrett.
him off.
Barrett gets it across midcourt. Low post, Stone. Head fake up and in with a foul.
Oh, no. With 4 seconds to go to get across half court, they take one bounce, line drive to the other end of the right at the basket, laid it in, and then we fouled. We're still back to 2 possessions right here. 76-70.
Freeman called for his second foul. Stone makes it a 6-point game. He can make it 7 right here. 69% free throw shooter. If he misses, you got to get the board. He did not. He made it.
Now you're back to a 3-possession game.
Yeah.
Got to go offensively right here.
And they press with 1:38 to go. 77-70. Pettiford up the floor on a trot. They come to their feet at Mizzou Arena. Pettiford at the right wing for the Tigers. Behind the back dribble. Inside the arc to the baseline. Double team. Gets it into the corner. 3-ball. Freeman. In and out. Ball is loose. Still loose. Jump ball. Arrow goes Auburn's way. With 1:21 to go. Down 7. 77-70. With 1:21 to go. Auburn ball and 20 on the shot clock.
Big opportunity for the Auburn Tigers right here. Take advantage of this. It's a 3-possession game. Whether it's a 2 or whether it's a 3, you need to get the ball in the basket.
Murphy will trigger baseline right. They've got Overton in the other corner, in the left corner. Inbound, Overton double teamed. Hall down the lane, and Overton, I think, was fouled. Stops the clock with 1:20 to go. And Overton goes to the line to shoot 2.
I think it's Freeman.
Excuse me, it is Freeman. And as Freeman was walking to the free throw line, Stone stepped in front of Freeman, threw a little bit of a shoulder. Elijah just can't react. He's got to go to the line to shoot 2. Seven-point lead, 1:20 to go. Freeman at the line for 2 for Auburn. Elijah, 11 points on the night.
Cut it to 5 right here. Please make 1. There you go.
Good.
Cut it to 5. 2-possession game. Same strategic plan that the Tigers have had the last 3 minutes. Pick up full court. Put the pressure on Auburn. Missouri.
Freeman made both to cut the lead to 5. 77-72. Full length of the floor to go for Mizzou. Mitchell looking for an inbound. Gets it in the backcourt for Stone. Double team, throws it to Mitchell. Ahead to Stone. Across midcourt to Barrett. Drives to the hole and missed it and was fouled by Auburn. Kevin Overton would like Auburn to appeal the foul that was called. I'm not sure they'll get it. But it will put Barrett at the line for 2 for Missouri. And he's their best. He's their best free throw shooter.
KO was awful emphatic about him not fouling on that, but they put their best free throw shooter at the line here.
4-2, the first. He missed it. He missed it.
Open the door. It's still either way going to be a 2-possession game. Is what you dreamt of to the last possession. So it's offensive strategic now is try to get the ball down. Let's get a good shot.
He can cut the lead to 6. Or take the lead to 6, excuse me. And he did.
Take care of the basketball.
Inbound Pettiford. Up the floor, 1:09 to go. Auburn down 6. Pettiford. Inside the arc, off the right wing, backs it up. Now further down the wing, goes baseline. And the ball is batted out of bounds by Pierce, giving Auburn 18 to shoot. Baseline right, 59.7 seconds to go, and Missouri leading Auburn by 6.
One of the things that Auburn Tigers do very well is baseline out of bounds. They've got one here.
Murphy will trigger into the corner for Freeman. Don't have a lot of time here. Freeman with 13 to Hall at the top. Drives, leans in, and missed it. Tap up and missed again by Auburn. And the rebound to Pierce for Missouri.
Got to pick up.
Ahead to Barrett.
Oh, no.
Low post, Stone. No. Rebound, Barrett. Missed it. Foul on the play. Kevin Overton's got to watch it. They got Pettiford for the foul. Overton really upset with the call. And Missouri's at the line to shoot two with 42.5 seconds to go. Leading Auburn by 6, 78-72. And they said Pettiford hit him in the back of the head. He did not. We just got the replay. He didn't hit him at all.
That's amazing.
He did not hit him at all. Free throw is up, and it's good for Stone. Golly bum. No wonder Kevin Overton was so upset. Pettiford didn't hit him.
You're back in a 3-possession game right here. You've got to, made or miss, you've got to race down and get the ball in the basket quickly.
Stone makes both. 80-72 Missouri. They'll bring Cruz in for defense. 42.5 seconds to go.
Wow. Missouri's going to pick up in their press. It's not necessarily playing a press that's hot. It's just going to try to worry the Auburn Tigers getting the ball down the floor.
Down 8 Auburn ball, 40 seconds to go. Pettiford races forward, loses the ball. It's loose. Picked up by Murphy. He drives to the basket and missed it. Rebound, tap up, missed. Rebound, Missouri. And a foul.
Mm.
27.4 seconds to go, and Anthony Robinson at the free throw line for 2 more for Missouri.
Really got to be efficient this time offensively. Makes these two, you're down 10, makes it.
Robinson at the line for 2 for Mizzou. And the first is good.
Still with 4 possessions. Got to go quickly. Score, call timeout.
Second free throw. He got both. Missouri 15 of 23 from the free throw line in the second half. Now 16 of 24. Missouri with 31 free throw attempts on the night. Auburn with 28. 82-72 Missouri, 27.4 seconds to go. Tahad Pettiford races forward to the right wing, pulls up for a 3. He didn't get it. Rebound, tap up, another miss by Murphy. Missouri rebounds, and they can just drive it down, and it's dunked by Stone. Final 13 seconds. Auburn just couldn't buy a basket down the stretch. Pettiford drives to the hole and makes it, and Auburn calls a timeout. Trailing 84-74 with 9 seconds to go in the ball game. That's classy for Missouri. 9.5 seconds remaining in this one. Missouri's going to win it. They will go to 3-1 in the SEC. Auburn will fall to 1-3. The Tigers play host to South Carolina Saturday night at 5. We're on the air at 4:30 from Neville Arena. Don't forget tomorrow night, Tiger Talk at Baumhauer's Victory Grill. Stephen Pearl along with Keyshawn Murphy, Tahad Pettiford, and Ryan Wakamirka. And then right after, Auburn women's basketball at 8 o'clock against Alabama at Neville Arena. Britt Bowen, Dr. Larry DeSher with the call at 7:45 on ESPN 106.7. Full length of the floor to go for Missouri, leading by 10 with 9.5 seconds to go. Inbound comes to Robinson. In the backcourt, they don't have to get the ball across midcourt. Robinson does across midcourt, and they'll dribble this one away. Now, a game that might have been for Auburn tonight. Missouri led by as many as 13. Auburn had the lead trimmed to do as close as 4 in the second half, but Missouri ends up winning tonight by a score of 84-74. Stay tuned. Regions Bank postgame show is next, and this is the Auburn Sports Network.
Answer